We're at Lloyd Field on the campus of Cardinal Newman High School, and tonight we bring you the Reverend Empire Conference ADOBE League action between the Marin Catholic Wildcats and the Cardinal Newman Cardinals, a much anticipated matchup that will determine the league title here in 2025 and possibly a home game in the playoffs. Hello everyone, I'm Dave Cox, joined tonight by Tony Saiz. And Tony, everybody looking forward to this one. These teams have a great history of matching up in the playoffs, but now that they're in the same league, we get to see them during the regular season, and everyone's super fired up.
Holy smokes. The 15 years I spent here at Cardinal Newman, the battles we had in the playoffs with the Wildcats, oh my God, it gets me pumped every time we come here, and it's just awesome.
Interestingly enough, it's the first time since 1995 Cardinal Newman has hosted Marin Catholic here at Lloyd Field. So that's 30 years ago. Tino Retamosa, LT's dad, was a player back then. And holy smokes, what a history. We'll talk about some of the matchups as we go on. But last year, of course, Marin Catholic won the regular season battle. Then Newman won in the playoffs. We're going to show you why this matchup is so important in terms of the league standings right here. These are the only two undefeated teams left in the ADOBE League. Interestingly enough, Marin Catholic's 4-4. They had a very difficult pre-league schedule, but 3-0 in league. So if you win this, chances are you're going to get a home game in the playoffs. And if Newman wins this, they've got a chance to be the 3 seed in that Division I playoffs, unless Pittsburgh loses somehow, some way. You never know, right?
Yes, and I think we talked during the Windsor game when league opened, we talked about Marin Catholic being 1-4, and I said then, they are no joke. They played a head knocker of a schedule. They lost a couple super close games by 1 point here and there. They're loaded on defense. They've got a young team on offense, and they are no joke, as they're proving in league.
Last week, Newman in a great battle with San Marin. And San Marin's quarterback, a great one. What happened in that one was it ended up being Cordell Strain, who had a great game. The Newman defense pitched the shutout, but Cordell does it in all 3 aspects of the game.
Cordell Strain was a man on a mission last week. He catches that deep ball against Windsor. He catches the interception. He did everything. Last week he went Al Bundy plus. Right. And
then the big play last week was on special teams. He's the return guy. Count the broken tackles.
3, 4, 5. You got a couple more. There's another one. 6. Last arm tackle to run through. 7.
Unbelievable. Yeah, that was quite a game for him. And,
what a run.
Marin Catholic's going to have to account for him. He's caught for over 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 415 return yards. Really Mr. Everything for this Cardinal Newman team. The captains are out on the field. And the good news for Cardinal Newman tonight is the fact that LT Retamosa was cleared earlier in the week. He's been practicing at quarterback. We'll see if they come right out with him or continue with Carmine, who's done a great job, has won 7 straight games to get them in this position. But having Carmine at wide receiver might give them some more options. And then the other big news was they got their big fella, King Pitts, the transfer. He's a 4-star athlete, and he plays on both sides of the ball. Looking forward to seeing him play for the first time in a Cardinal Newman uniform tonight.
It would be really cool to see an athlete like that out on this field today.
So there you have it. It is Cardinal Newman and Marin Catholic getting ready to start it here, and looking forward to what should be a terrific night of high school football here in Sonoma County. We will be right back in just a moment with the kickoff, the national anthem. We got all kinds of stuff planned for you when we come back.
Let me help you.
Thank you. Let me help you.
Let me help you. Let me help you. Thank you. smallest of buildings to the largest, the simplest to the most detailed, and everything in between. Crandall Roofing is the company for your next roofing job. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to crandallroofing.com for more information. Crandall Roofing has you covered.
High school sports are one of the things that make living in California so great.
But sometimes the behavior in the stands can overshadow our achievements on the field.
I love it when my parents show up for me.
But being booed for missing a play could be crushing.
And remember that refs are people too.
They're trying their best to call a fair and correct game.
No one should feel insulted or ashamed
because of their race, ethnicity, or gender.
We should be able to hold our heads high after the match, win or lose.
All right, welcome back. We've got a special treat for you now. Sophia Budginas to do the anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at her twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, fantastic. Sophia Budginas making it real nice. Now it's time to check in with the third member of our broadcast team, Hugo Traverso, down on the field.
Thank you, Dave. Tonight's matchup is an instant classic. Marin Catholic versus Cardinal Newman, the best from Marin County versus the best from Sonoma County, and this rivalry has history. It started back in 1987 with a shutout victory for the Cardinals, 22-0 over the Wildcats. In the 90s, they battled. 95, Marin Catholic won that game by 1. The Cardinals, they got their get back in 1996 with a big win in the NCS championship. But over the past 15 years, it has been dominance for the Wildcats. They've won every matchup except 2. Back in 2012, it was an incredible game. 45-38, Jared Goff carried his Wildcats over Scooby Wright and the Cardinals. And then heading into the past few years, it's been Marin Catholic back and forth with Newman. 2018, Marin Catholic won a shootout behind Spencer Petros, the Iowa commit. They won 59-56. In 2019, the absolute opposite. Cardinals won that one 13-10, 2021, 22, 23, and regular season at 24. All went to Marin Catholic, but the Cardinals, again, won the second matchup in 24. They're carrying that momentum into a big game tonight against the Wildcats, which will be the decider for this Redwood Empire League ADOBE Championship. Back to you.
All right, thank you for that, Hugo. Nice job down there on the field, and it looks like Newman's going to kick off to start this thing off. Devin Taylor, their kicker, has been really, really good on kickoffs, Tony, and that's a huge weapon. If you can keep the other team from having a chance to return it or pin them deep, really gives your defense a chance to start things off really nicely.
I know Coach really likes him, thinks he's going to go next level and kick, which would be great to see. I'm really fired up to see this Marin Catholic offense, see their sophomore quarterback who they really like. Said he's like a cat. He can run the ball a little bit, pass the ball well. He's passed for almost 1,600 yards already this year. Let's kick this off.
And away we go. Kick kind of slides down there, and I think it might have trickled out of bounds unless it was touched. Penalty marker down. John Little is our referee. We'll wait for his call. This could give Marin Catholic good field position unless they choose to have him kick again. But I think I'm taking the ball right here if that happened. Yeah,
absolutely. Let's get this thing rolling. Well, we're a long ways away, but it looked like he might have touched that, but I guess he didn't. The referee's closer than we are.
With that ball rolling out of bounds, he'll kick it all the way out of bounds. Scores 25 yards from the previous spot. First down. Marin Catholic will start right there at the 35.
And there is the Marin Catholic quarterback, Dylan Skrinner. He is just a sophomore. He's thrown for over 1,500 yards and 13 touchdowns, completing about 60% of his passes. First down, they're going deep, and it's overthrown just a little bit. Intended for their leading receiver. He's a good one, Nick Brisbane.
Didn't look like they were on the same page there. He kind of checked up, and then the quarterback threw it over the top.
Intended pass intended for Brisbane. Goes incomplete.
So we'll see. There's King Pitts. He is out there at defensive tackle. He's wearing number 40 for Cardinal Newman.
This is a treat for us to get to see this 4-star first game that he's eligible to play.
To pass again, and King Pitts has him with one arm and takes him down after a gain of a couple.
Wow.
But there he is right away making an impact.
Came off that block like lightning right there. That was a great reaction.
Number 40, King Pitts.
That gets the crowd fired up. Everybody's been waiting to see this young man play football. He's got about a half a dozen or more Division I offers
as a sophomore.
And not having played it down this year.
Crazy. A hell of an athlete.
Third down, inside screen, nothing doing there. As making the play is Jonah Bertoli, and he kind of blew that one up. Fourth down.
Bertoli was all over that from the start. And they get a quick 3 and out here. You guys see Bertoli coming in. He reads the screen. All he does is follow his receiver. Jumps right on his back. Beats the block. Unbelievable.
Looked kind of like a wrestling move because he is a state wrestler.
Yes. Yeah, that guy can do it all.
Punting situation. Cordell back to receive it. Cordell has it and makes the first guy miss. There he goes. Cordell out to the 40-yard line, so decent field position for Newman. And now the question is, who's going to take the first snap tonight?
He gets that ball all the way to the 41-yard line.
Strain is so strong on his feet. You love your punt returners to be able to beat that first block.
Number 21, Colt Crum, as well as number 28. Comes out for their first.
And it looks like Carmine is going to line up, but nope, here comes LT at quarterback. LT is going to take the first snap.
All right.
There's LT's stats from last season.
Crazy stats for a freshman playing varsity football.
Official timeout.
What an athlete. 2 interceptions versus
now LT has to come out for some reason. LT maybe with an equipment issue or something. I'm not sure what was going on there, but he lined up, and then he had to come out. Now Carmine's at quarterback, and he pitches out. Path, tackled in the backfield. Nice play. Coming up, Luke Chigas makes the play and drops him for a loss.
Coach Moad loves Chigas. Good leading tackler, really, really tough kid.
And now LT is back in at quarterback. So we saw the first game when he was injured. Really tough one against Manteca. Was hit hard, came down on that shoulder, and he's been recovering ever since. And they cleared him this week, so he's ready to go, and that really could make a big difference to their offense.
Yes. Nothing worse than going down early in the first quarter of the first game.
Jonah Bertoli gets some of that yardage back that they lost on that first play. And Redamosa finding his favorite target.
Bertoli.
Gave him a couple on the play. Finally brought down by number 17.
Not too many teams have state qualified wrestlers playing receiver. That is a tough receiver right there.
So third down and about 7 for the Cardinals here on their first possession of the night. LT back into the huddle.
Talking with some of the staff and the kids down there tonight, they were so excited for LT to come back. And this was the game he kind of targeted as soon as he got injured. If I can be back for the Marin Catholic game, that would be awesome. Here he
To
is.
throw again, a little high, intended for Cordell and incomplete. So Newman will have to punt. Both teams go 3 and out on their first possession of the night.
Not surprising. I think defenses are gonna kind of win the day. Is who can sneak the ball in the end zone first. I'm looking 20 points, 14 points might win the game.
Devin Bertoli, who does the punting. Dropping back is Kyle Conroy for the Wildcats. Really nice kick by Bertoli. High one, fair catch. Ball's loose. Who's got it?
He got back on it.
He gets it back.
Got a happy bounce there. Wow.
Well, last year these teams met in the playoffs, and Newman hadn't scored in a couple meetings before Khalil Vaitoy tied the game 7-7, dragging about 10 guys into the end zone.
The whole team in there.
And then he opens up a hole here for Brody Estrella.
Just refused to go down.
And Newman ended up winning that one in the playoffs after losing the first meeting. That one was a 27 victory.
Great win. Great win.
Coach Sanchez's final game here. Not his final game. They played Santa Marin the next week in the rain, but his final Marin Catholic game. Handoff straight ahead. Oh my goodness. That one was blown up right in the middle.
Is that King again?
No, that was Brody Estrella, who we just talked about on the offensive side, but he's a great linebacker. So second and about 12. They lost a couple yards on that one. To throw, and that one's complete near the 20-yard line. Good pick up there. That was Carter Matza, who pulled that one in. Good play there. Got a lot of that yardage back.
Newman's in
penalty.
Roughing the passer. Defense. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
Wow. Let's see if we pick it up here. Roughing the passer.
There you go. Ball's away.
Nah, we couldn't tell.
Good ball from Schreiner.
Maybe from this angle we might be able to see the roughing. Now there was guys coming at him. Hard to say when they hit him, but that gives Marin Catholic a first down. Long pass. He's got a man. It's caught. Down inside the 20. Big play. Edwin Billion comes down with it.
Great ball by Schreiner. Really good coverage.
Hang on, we got whistles. I didn't see any markers down. Our referee, John Little.
Sideline warning.
Cardinal Newman. That's their first.
Sideline warning against Newman.
There on that tackle.
Big play for Marin Catholic. Here
What
it
a
is.
ball by Schreiner. Look at this. Coverage good. Dropped in the basket. Wow.
So Marin Catholic set up now. First and 10 inside the 20-yard line. Newman defense hasn't given up a lot of big plays this year. That pass is behind him. Almost picked off by Cordell Strain. He thought he did pick it off. Greco was the intended receiver. See if we can pick it up here. Cordell thought he had it. Yeah, we're a little late to get there, but yeah, might have had that one.
Ruling on the field, incomplete pass.
Newman giving some different looks here on defense. On that first ball that they caught down here in their end, they were in zero coverage with no safeties, and since then they've gotten to more of a zone look. Now they're more of a man look.
A little bit of movement. Not sure which way this one's going to go. King Pitts moved. Marin Catholic's pointing at him. And it is going to go against the Cardinals.
Encroachment, defense, 5 yards, still second down.
There's our referee, John Little. So that makes it 2nd and 5 after the incomplete pass and the penalty. Inside handoff, nice hole. And down inside the 5-yard line. Good carry that time by Elijah Seraphin. Jared Geisberger, their #1 running back, is out.
He is their Swiss Army knife. He's long snaps for him. He returns kicks, returns punts. He plays their lockdown coverage guys when they play #1 receivers and their leading rusher.
Here comes the same guy again, and that's a touchdown for Marin Catholic. The Wildcats score first.
Over the left-hand side, in for pick 6.
Looks like they found something in the run game here. Just a zone play. They got on him quickly. Walked it untouched.
Extra point coming now. And the kick is up. And the kick is good by Beckett Stevens. So just like that, Marin Catholic is on the board. There's another look at the touchdown.
Marin Catholic 7, Cardinal Newman 0.
There we go. Just a zone play. And nobody in C gap there for Newman.
So a nice drive there by Marin Catholic. That big play on the pass was what really set that up. Halloween night here at Cardinal Newman, the danger zone, appropriately dressed. Not as big a crowd as I thought we'd have, to be honest.
This might be the sparsest crowd I've ever seen for a Cardinal Newman Marin Catholic game, but it is Halloween night.
Yeah, true.
It is Halloween night, and there's always smaller crowds on Halloween night, Friday nights.
Kick taken by Strain. He's got a little room on the edge here. Spins, and Cordell drags Wildcats all the way out to the 38. Great return. Wow.
Good run. Good return. I think they got lucky on a non-call in the block in the back here. But they've got great starting field position. See if they can find some offense and get this ball rolling down the field.
Yeah, Marin Catholic with the lead. LT to throw. He's going deep. Looking for Zion Cargill, and he can't quite get to it.
Pass intended for Zion Cargill.
Cargill ran right by him.
Had about a half a step, maybe more.
He had a full step on him. The ball was just a little bit overthrown. It was a very interesting setup they had on defense there against that empty set. They had no linebackers in the box.
Second down. 10 yards to go for Newman. About midway through this first quarter. LT flushed, dumps it off, might have gained a yard or two. So you just drop that off to path.
Ramos' pass is complete. Pass on the reception.
No yardage.
No real gain on the play.
Don't do the third down thing for us. That's only when they're on offense. Still bring it up. And you sharp when they have a third down.
Newman goes empty again.
Quick pass out. And the defense is there. So Marin Catholic making it tough on Newman, and the Cardinals will have to punt again. Cargill took that in, had nowhere to go, so Marin Catholic's defense looks really good.
Marin Catholic's calling card is always their defense since Mazi Moy has been there. Their offenses kind of come and go between good and great, but their defense is always, always stellar. Another great kick.
Taken deep. Nice open field tackle. That's Devontae Guevara. Good player. Pound for pound, one of my favorite guys in the league.
Wow, what a great open field tackle.
Devontae Guevara there to trip him up.
So special teams can make a huge difference.
They got the great kickoff return. Couldn't do anything with it. But the last two punts have been outstanding. Let's see if the Newman defense can come up with one of their patented big plays. They've scored so many times on defense this year. It's been amazing.
Skrinner back at quarterback. The sophomores had a tremendous year for this Marin Catholic team, and I think Mazi Moya, the head coach, has got to be happy with the fact that they ran the ball a couple times successfully there without Geisberger.
Yes, they're going to lean heavily on Steiner tonight. It looks like they've got an idea to throw the ball a little bit more without Geisberger.
Seraphin takes another handoff, and this time the Newman front line does the job. Khalil Vitoy coming up from the bottom of the pile along with King Pitts. What a duo that is. Remember how good their defensive line was last year with Jesse Myers and Jimmy McKenzie, but this duo might be even better in that front line.
It's ferocious up there. Those guys are real players.
2nd and 9 after a gain of 1. Skrinner takes the snap. Looking deep. And that one is incomplete. Jonah Bertoli on coverage that time.
Good coverage on a little out and up.
Cooper Milan was the intended receiver. Nothing doing there.
Bertoli on the coverage. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Big 3rd down play now for the Newman defense.
Empty the backfield here. We'll see quarterback run. We're going to see pass.
Going deep again. Kayvon right there in coverage, blanketing his man.
Excellent coverage by Kayvon there. He could have handed him his freaking napkin to wipe his face.
Kayvon is tough to beat deep, I'll tell you that. Here's a look at that.
You get him right here. Nice back pedal opens. Now it's just about running. Swatted it.
So punting situation now. Back to do the honors is Beckett Stevens. Cordell Strain back to receive.
Returnable.
Yeah, Strain from midfield. Looking for some blocking on the sideline, and he gets all the way down to the 40-yard line. So this will be the best field position for Newman thus far. 5:05 to go. It's funny how some games the first quarter flies by, and this one, both teams have had the ball a few times. So the Rancho Newman game, I think Rancho only had 1 possession. Rancho had 2 the entire first quarter.
It's so weird. It's so weird the way games kind of take on life of their own, and you look up and you're like, man, we're still in the first quarter? Seems like we've been out here for freaking hours.
Brody Estrella now in the backfield for Newman. Interesting formation. Man in motion is Bertoli. And LT's going to keep. Redamosa puts his head down and gets to about the 40, a gain of just 1 yard.
Love to see that. Good call by the Newman OC there. Get a kid coming back from injury. It's always nice to get him back in the game.
Get some hits.
The run. Yeah, let him know. Hey, you're good. You're good. 100%. Let's do this. He's back amongst the football playing people, right? You're like, I'm good. My body can handle it. Now the confidence skyrockets.
Got to take that first hit.
Exactly.
2nd and 9. Newman's offense has been a little stagnant thus far, but they have good field position.
Wildcats showing blitz. They bring
LT
it.
to throw. He's got Cordell. Cordell's loose. Cordell breaks the tackle and gets all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big gain.
Great job there, throwing right into the teeth of the blitz. Exactly how you teach your quarterbacks to do it. You're going to see here, they're going to pull this. There's the linebacker on the outside, throwing to the blitz kid. There it is. Bam. Wide open. Great connection. Nice ball.
So one thing the coaches really like about LT is his ability to get rid of the ball quickly, especially in those types of situations, and that worked perfectly for Newman. Their first down. Almost in the red zone now as they try and drive it down the field against Marin Catholic. LT throws again, in and out of the hands of Nick Doss. Might have looked up a little too soon on that one.
Yeah, he was trying to see that defender was barreling down on the linebacker, had her beat on him.
LT coming over the sidelines to get the call from offensive coordinator Big Sean Embry. Guy's been doing double duty in the NFL with Jacksonville.
All over the place.
How do you do that? It's not like Jacksonville's, in the
close.
Midwest or something. You couldn't be further away.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 now for the Newman offense. Well within Devin Taylor's field goal range. This pass is complete. Cordell again down near the 15-yard line. And boy, is he hard to bring down. My goodness.
Not the biggest guy on the field, but man, he runs tough. He runs tough. And you can see again, they blitz, throws into the teeth of the blitz. There's nobody underneath him. Once the ball passed the line of scrimmage, you see no underneath coverage. Great call, great execution by LT, and great tackles in the secondary.
3rd and 3, possibly 4-down territory, although they might be tempted to take points if they don't get any yards right here, but we'll see. Oh, they go with the jumbo package. We haven't seen that this year. Vitoy in the backfield. And he'll lead block.
That's
that
big
works.
Body to be behind.
And Pat
one.
cuts the corner. That's the first time they put the big boy in the backfield.
You gotta love it.
And I like it.
Here we go. We got the big boy in the backfield, number 52. Mr. Vitoy says, follow me. Follow me. I'll take this guy. I'll take 2. Put him down on the back.
Hey, I tell you what, Brody Estrella made a pretty darn good block right there, too.
They got 2 great blocks out in
What
front.
do we call that? The full house backfield?
That's the old T right there.
The old T formation?
Yep, the old T formation.
They're sticking with it. Oh, my goodness. Haven't seen that since 1945.
Oh, a little rollout.
LT keeps this time and throws.
He was throwing to Pitts King.
Oh, there was
Pitts.
King Pitts is in on offense.
He's playing tight end of their jumbo package.
Trying to get him the first touchdown. King Pitts, who came here from Hawaii, played at a small school on Kauai. They only had a few teams in their league, and he wanted better opportunities, and he ended up here at Newman.
Our Hawaii connection down there told me that his coaches wouldn't let him play defense.
Oh, my goodness.
On his team over there. That's what he told me.
They're sticking with the T formation.
We're going to go to the left now.
Brody Estrella behind Vitoy, and he is in. Touchdown, Newman. Brody never did go down.
I like that said better, running the T formation to the weak side behind the big fella.
And Brody gets Newman on the board.
I love it when you get the defensive lineman in the backfield. If you can get him a pass, even better.
Devin Taylor now to try to add the point and tie this thing up. And Devin Taylor puts it down the middle. So Newman is on the board. Let's take a look at the touchdown.
You see that same formation, put the big guy on the left side. Let's run weak, see what they can do about it. Not much. Not much.
Brody might have
Great
taken
job.
on somebody by himself on that one, too.
Yep.
Got another look at it. We'll slow it down a little bit this time.
There we go. There we go.
Colonel Newman would like to congratulate the girls' flag.
King Pitts made a great block.
He
You see
did.
that? Yeah.
He did. Somewhere. Old Red Grange is smiling down. It says, I used to do that back in the 40s and 50s.
George Hallis, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Newt Rockney. What are we going with here?
The Galloping Ghost. You got to love it.
Oh, my goodness.
We got a couple scores coming in here. Carrillo's up 14-0 over Ukiah.
Oh, my.
After Ukiah's big win over St. Vincent last week. That's a little bit of a surprise. The huge battle down south between Modern Day and St. John Bosco is 3-0 at this point. Not sure where they're at in the first half.
Modern Day
Day's
leads.
up, yes.
Yep. Devin Taylor to kick it off now. We still got 3:18 to go here in the first quarter of this one. Boy, I tell you what, I like that package. I like
do
that
too.
that jumbo package. That's going to be hard to stop.
Yes.
A lot of big bodies in there. My goodness. Especially that left side if they put King Pitts at tight end over there.
Yep. I love the big boy football.
Devin Taylor all the way down into the end zone. He's going to let him run that out.
What a great kick.
And Newman covers it beautifully.
Good special teams play there. That
Yeah, you
kick
make
was-
him field it, and he's on the one, and he has to carries him in the end zone. He's got to come out with it at that point. And boy, oh boy.
The beautiful part about the kick, it was so high.
Yes.
It gives your team good time to return it.
Here's the
Get
touchdown
down
again.
the field. Look at that. Ow. Trenches.
Here comes
Trenches.
Brody pops out of there. So Newman has proven they can score. Marin Catholic has proven they can do it. What a lot of people thought would be a very low-scoring defensive game, maybe not so much. We'll have to see.
We will see. A couple big plays. The Wildcats have paid dearly both times they blitzed. LT's thrown two nice balls that have made them some good yardage.
Good defense right there. Penalty marker down. Cavon, they're going to call him for coming over the back.
A little too tight. I thought it was good coverage, but I think he might have got there a little bit early. Schreiner's got a great release, and he's throwing the ball right in target.
Pass interference. Defense. 15 yards from the previous spot. First down.
All right, we'll take a look here. You make the call.
Ball's out. Yeah. A little too tight a coverage, I think.
So Marin Catholic gets a first down via the penalty.
Too bad for the Cardinals because they had them pinned pretty deep there.
That's
with
huge.
a great
It's
special
15
teams
yards.
play, yeah.
That's a big one. Now out at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10, Marin Catholic. Skrinar to throw. He's in trouble, and they get to him for the first time tonight.
King Pitts gets his first sack of the year. Really interesting sprint out package that they've shown a few times. Having Skrinar sprint out like a little half roll and get rid of the ball on the roll. And he's good at it, but man, you change the launch point like that, it gives some of these great. You'll see Skrinar just in this little sprint half roll. There we go. Boom. Not working out for him. They're missing blocks up front.
Skrinar swings it out, and the Newman defense is there. Estrella leading the way. Also in on that tackle was King Pitts somehow. King Pitts kind of all over the place right now.
When you're the most athletic guy in the field, it's not that hard to get there sometimes. Man, 6'4", 255, and he runs like that.
And he's a 4-star. We haven't had a lot of 4-star guys. What was the guy from Rancho a few years ago that went to Louisville? He was a 4-star guy.
Yep.
Help me out with the name. I can't
Yamamoto.
remember. Yeah, there you go. He was a great player, but we haven't had a lot of those around here. Third down. Pass is intercepted. Bertoli.
6.
Touchdown, Newman. Jonah Bertoli takes it to the house. And the crowd goes crazy. Pick 6.
Newman has made a season out of things like that this year. Their defense is so adept at scoring. You'll see Bertoli see it, break on the ball. The receiver never got his head around, and he takes it to the house. What a stud. Bertoli is a great athlete. Holy smokes.
The Bertoli brothers have been a mainstay here. Devin Taylor pops it through. Newman takes the lead. Here's the play again. Read it. Eyes were on it.
Yeah. Very bad route by the Marin Catholic wide out there, and Bertoli took advantage of it, stepped in and said, my ball.
One more look.
You see the receiver backing out of the route here. Ball was thrown behind. Everything going good on that play for the for the Cardinals. Nice job.
All hugs and smiles on that sideline. Even the offensive coordinator, Sean, got over there and said, hey, thank you. We'll take the points.
And Skriner's only thrown up to that point 3 interceptions versus 13 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's been very solid. Yep.
He's been really good.
So now Newman takes the lead, 1:27 to go. We've had a lot of action in this first quarter.
Yeah, I can't believe it's still the first quarter. See if we get another high, deep one to the 2-yard line. That was amazing.
Well, probably a little adrenaline flowing right now for the Cardinals. Gabe Baker back to receive this kick. And it's another one just like the one before. Taking it to 5. Newman coverage team is there, and oh, what a hit. Woo!
Wow.
Aiden Thistle puts a hat on him.
The special teams tonight thus far have been really, really good for Cardinal Newman. They've made the plays.
I tell you what, Newman's got a little momentum, and the Wildcats are kind of on their heels right now.
You can see Uncle Mo up and down the sidelines here on the Newman sidelines. They've got all the momentum. Let's see if they can continue it on defense here.
Cardinals definitely with a little spring in their step, and now the Wildcats will have to try to make some adjustments. They've got to account for the guys up front, King Pitts and Khalil Vaitoy, right in the trenches there, and also, you know, find open guys. These Newman coverage guys are so good. It's really hard to shake free.
They're so tough and athletic.
We got a quick replacement there at left tackle. And here we go, first down, Marin Catholic. See if the Wildcats can respond now with 1:21 to go. Handoff, nothing there. Dylan Webb, the first guy on the scene. Webb, who had been so good all year, then had an appendicitis. He missed 2 or 3 games. He's finally back, and what a welcome sight he is on that edge. It kind of moved him because the guy that replaced him was doing so well at linebacker in the inside. They moved Dylan to outside, so he's in a new spot this week.
Good to have good players everywhere.
Levi Kohler really stepped up in his absence and has earned to stay out there as a defender. 2nd and 10 now for the Wildcats. High snap, look out, here comes Webb. First guy there was, I believe, Cordell on a blitz from the edge.
Nobody picked up the blitz. They were too concerned with King Pitts, and those guys came unblocked. You'll see them right over here, the play action kind of. Nobody left the block.
And Webb finishes it off. That's the thing is, I mean, you've really kind of got to double team both Vaitoy and Pitts, but do the math.
It's tough.
Somebody's going to be able to get in there.
You run out of guys, and then The blocking scheme on that one was not very sound when you play action your back across and spread it out right into a blitz. Now they've got 3rd and 25.
And the first quarter comes to an end. Cardinal Newman with a nice lead here early on. And we'll take a break and be back with the start of quarter number 2. Newman leads it 14-7 after 1.
The smallest of buildings to the largest, the simplest to the most detailed, and everything in between. Crandall Roofing is the company for your next roofing job. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to crandallroofing.com for more information. Crandall Roofing has you covered.
High school sports are one of the things that make living in California so great.
But sometimes the behavior in the stands can overshadow our achievements on the field.
I love it when my parents show up for me.
But being booed for missing a play could be crushing.
And remember that refs are people too.
They're trying their best to call a fair and correct game.
No one should feel insulted or ashamed.
All right, 14-7 after 1. Here we go, quarter number 2. Marin Catholic trying to run. Dylan Webb makes another tackle. Holy cow. Dylan Webb all over the place right now. 3 tackles in a row for him. And Marin Catholic's going to have to punt the football.
Dylan Webb with the tackle.
Judging by the play selection, I think they knew they were going to punt the football.
Yeah.
But they, I mean, that blitz kind of designed to stop that half roll that they were doing, and that sprint out just got nailed. So great stand after the interception. They get the ball back now. Should get good field position.
So punting situation, Cordell back. Kind of a rugby style kick. And again, Newman's going to get terrific field position. Here comes Cordell looking for blocking. And he gets all the way down to the 27-yard line. How about that?
Wow.
Special teams, huge.
It's definitely been a great half for the Newman special teams. The Wildcats got to dig deep here on defense.
Yeah, they got to dig in
a big hole.
Yeah. And that doesn't happen to them real often. Even those tough games we talked about in the preseason, they were in a lot of those late.
They moved the ball. Talking to Coach Moya, they said they moved the ball in every game. They had some problems inside the red zone on the games that they lost early on against really good teams. The teams they played were legit. They were in every game, but they are not moving the ball at all today.
And the common opponent is Manteca that blew Newman out, and Marin Catholic could have won that game easily. Here comes LT. LT gets some blocking. Look at LT go.
Whoa,
broke one. It gets down inside the 10. What a run.
Nice run. Had set up by some great lead block. Redamosa getting it done.
Definitely seeing some plays I haven't seen.
There you go. Look at that block coming right there. Breaking the tackle. The boys are back in town. I'm back, guys. Let's do this.
I guess if there was any question about the shoulder, that kind of answers that.
Exactly. Watch him shrug these guys off. Great block there. Another good block. Great cut. Here we go. Great run. Oh, we got the big set in. There we go.
Jumbo, back to the jumbo. 1st and goal. Here comes Vitoy. Oh, the big fella.
Oh, God bless him. Oh, my gosh. You gotta love that.
And that gets the crowd fired up.
You gotta love that. And unlike in the pros, number 52 is eligible to run the football out of the backfield. He cannot receive a pass, but he can carry the football on a handoff. And I feel bad for that safety who had to make that tackle. He's going to feel that in the morning when he wakes up.
Second to go. Here comes Brody. Inside handoff, and he's close. They're going to spot him right at the 1. Close, but not in. I don't know how you stop that in a short yardage situation.
Be tough.
I mean,
you got to be tougher. The only real way to stop is to penetrate and to get them before they get ahead of steam.
Right.
That's it. But right now, Newman, what we thought was going to be a great physical matchup, Newman has been the more physical team.
One more time. Vitoy,
So there you go.
they got him behind the line of scrimmage,
That's
and I don't think he got in. 4th and goal.
That's the special
You called
sauce.
it right there.
That's
That
the only way to do it.
penetration.
You got to snake in there and grab it.
Here it is. Not sure who shot that gap.
Okay, here we get A-gap penetration. Boom. Get him low.
34.
Everybody come help me. This guy is a load.
Yeah, that was Chase Williams. Nice job by the Marin Catholic defense.
So here we go. 4th and short, big on big.
Oh, my
King
goodness.
Pitts coming to the left. Vitor on the left.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's where it's going, right behind King Pitts.
Let's do this. We're not messing around
Vitoy
anymore.
and King Pitts, and path spins, and he's in.
Good
Touchdown,
effort.
Newman.
That was a 3-round fist fight right there.
Wow.
I love smash mouth football. We're going back. We're back in the 40s, Dave.
Marin Catholic kind of held their own on that, but then that time they had King Pitts, Brody, and Vitoy all leading the way.
Like I said, that was 3 downs. 3 rounds, 3 downs of just a fist fight going toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring. Here we go. Show me the way, fellas. Awesome.
Kick is up,
Great
and the
block.
kick is good.
Great run. And Path is such an instinctual runner. He found the space and got his feet in the ground long enough to get in the end zone.
Oh, we've got the low angle on this. Rodrigo's down
this
there.
This should be really good here. The King Pitts coming off the ball.
Seal.
Smashing it down. Got a great kick block. Look at that. He barely got in.
It was the spin that got him in. Yeah, nice
he barely
job.
got it. Good job on the defensive side. They darn near held him out on 4th down. Love that kind of football. Yeah, Wildcats are in a big hole now. They need a spark. Uncle Mo is just jogging in place over here on the Newman sideline, and the Wildcats are guessing. Without their star, Jared Geisberger, who's everything for them, unable to go tonight, who's their running back. Everything's fallen on Schreiner, and that defensive rush and the coverage has limited them.
Here's where we stand with the NCS Open Division seating, and it's done by the computer. You see Newman's in the 3-hole. Would be hard to pass Pittsburgh. Nobody's going to pass De La Salle, but the 3-hole is not a bad spot to be because you do get it 1 or 2 home games in that open bracket.
There is a high likelihood of both of these teams being in that bracket.
Another big boot, and Devin Taylor just puts that one right out of the back of the end zone. No coverage needed on that one.
Taylor's kick goes into the end zone.
I like this angle of the touchdown the best. This is a good one.
You can see King pitches, smashes that wall all the way down inside. Couple of kick blocks. Good strong interior play by the Wildcats defense, but I mean they were defending a half a yard here.
Yeah.
Really hard to do against this big physical front.
And really the special teams setting that all up, really giving Newman great field position again. And now here come the Wildcats. And I'll tell you what, the Wildcats do not have a spring in their step right now, Tony. They look a little bit defeated and a little bit down and like confused perhaps. I don't know. I mean, this is a very proud program that has won several state championships, 2021, 2023.
Yes.
And right now I think they're in shock a little bit.
They're guessing a little bit, and they're hurt. I mean, they're all beat up. They're missing 2 offensive linemen. They're missing their best running back, and they're playing a really good defense.
Schreiner to throw, and he just doesn't have time. Just does not have time.
And this is an offensive coordinator's worst nightmare. because you don't have a play. You don't have a play. Our run game's suffering because these guys are physical, they're hard to block, and we don't have a special back to break that first wall. And we've got a team that's covering really well and rushing the passer well, so where do we get our yardage? And it's frustrating as a play caller. Sometimes I do not have a play. You're guessing. You're throwing darts in the dark, hoping for a screen, hoping for somebody to run by somebody and connect.
Second and long after the 5-yard sack. Here comes Vitoy, almost got to him, but he's having to throw before he wants to on that, and he throws it wide and incomplete.
Yeah. Talked about it last night with Coach Moyed, and he thought that they could get the ball out quickly in some of the short range stuff if Newman was off in their off coverage and playing a little bit deeper, but we haven't seen much of that. And the sack puts them way behind the chains here, so now they're at a 3rd and 16.
Yeah, now Newman can really bring the heat here.
Yes.
Vitoy and Pitts are right in the middle of that defensive line. And here they come. Skriner gets away, throws it, he's got a man open. Big play, and that's first down yardage out to the 32.
Yeah.
Dominic Tarantino, as he bought himself a little time by rolling out, and then he found an open man. Good job.
Really good athletic play by Skriner. You'll see they double team both Vitoy and King Pitts. Newman only rushed 4. And they were able to get Skriner just enough time to scramble out and find a guy.
Big first down for the Wildcats. You get a little breathing room finally. Skriner back, dumps this one off. Just about every play, he's having to scramble a little bit and just doesn't really have time to set those feet.
He's running for his life there. I think he might have been better served maybe pulling that ball down and getting 4 or 5 yards, making him think about the quarterback run a little bit. But they are having a whale of a time trying to block this front.
Yeah, and let's not forget about Everett Self on the left end. You got Webb on the right end, and you got Vitoy and Pitts right in the middle of that defensive line. 2nd and 10. Pass out. Cave on. Makes the tackle after a gain of about 5. That's Johnny Greco, one of the leading receivers. I believe the second leading receiver on this team. His brother was a good one here, too.
Yeah. And Marin Catholic seems to be doing what we talked about 5 minutes ago. With part of their game plan was getting the ball out just like they did just there, taking the underneath stuff, and moving the chains that way.
Third down and about 4. Maybe 3.5. Marin Catholic trying to keep some momentum going. He'll keep, and he's not going to get there. Dylan Webb again. My goodness, have a day, Dylan Webb.
They're getting no push up front. The Wildcat line just cannot run block against these Newman defensive linemen. There was no push by the offensive line on that. Nowhere for Skriner to take that ball.
So punting once again. Beckett Stevens, but they did perhaps give their defense a little break field position-wise with that big first down.
Yes.
Of course, Cordell is back and dangerous. Spiral kick. Cordell calls fair catch and takes it at the 33-yard line. He doesn't call a lot of fair catches.
No, but that was actually a smart catch right there. The ball was kind of short and shallow, and that's what you teach them to do.
So Newman takes over now. 5:44. This quarter's gone by a little quicker than the first.
Much quicker than that.
It's Coach McManus. And Coach Embry to his left. Coach McManus was excited this week. The news that LT was cleared came about midweek, and I think Coach Sean didn't stop smiling for about a day and a half.
Yeah, it's kind of what I said down the sidelines before the game. You could tell the coaches and the kids were really, really stoked to have their starting quarterback back.
Empty backfield. LT fires this one. And I believe it's caught this time by Nick Doss. Went back to him after he had that drop earlier.
Pass is complete.
No, it isn't. It's incomplete.
They called it incomplete?
Thought he had it.
No, he got it. Well, they're marking the ball.
Well, there's the down marker there, but the refs. Let's see if we can pick it up
Illegal
here.
man downfield.
Penalty.
Offense. 5 yards. Still first down.
Well,
they ruled it a catch.
Yeah, it was a catch,
They
but the
got
penalty erases that.
Yeah, one of the big guys downfield.
They'll back Newman up to the 29-yard line. Still first down.
Staying empty backfield here. 3 to the right. No, they got one back in there. Pat stayed in the backfield.
Trip set. They're in quarters coverage on D.
LT airing this one out, going deep.
Double coverage.
And I believe it is caught. Wow.
Bingo.
Zion.
Did he catch it?
Zion Cargill.
No, he dropped it.
Didn't get it. Okay.
He dropped that. Ball was on the money.
I thought he had it, yeah.
Ball was, I think it went right between his wrists there.
Ball's incomplete.
For a second there, I thought he made that grab.
That would have been incredible.
It would have been crazy.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 6.
He had his mitts on it.
On the offense.
He had his mitts on it.
Half a distance to the goal.
A little extracurricular.
Penalty against Newman. Unsportsmanlike. That's not going to help the cause. Yeah, that was a nice defensive play that time by Kyle Conroy. He batted that out of there. Here's the pass again.
Covered well.
Pretty pass, but double coverage, that's a tough
Great
ask.
Ball.
Yeah, right there, Conroy.
Got his arm in there, I think.
Kind of a dangerous situation now for Newman. They've got all the momentum, but now they're backed up in second in a bunch. About 100.
Back-to-back penalties.
They're going to run it. Path gets a block. And
Great
Path gets out past the 20. What a block. Out in front that time by Malachi Cahoon. Big number 6-0.
You could see it. He had a little anger in that step. He was the one that called for the penalty on the play before that, so he was on his horse getting around the corner there, leading that play. It's a great block by him.
And Path was a little frustrated after the San Marin game because they couldn't run the ball at all. The offensive line did not do a very good job in that game, and he was a little frustrated. I think he kind of called those guys out a little bit.
They're playing pretty well tonight.
It's a different offense, much different look.
Yeah.
3rd and long now.
Empty set.
LT going to try to get some of it back. Jonah Bertoli out to the 30-yard line. Slung down there.
Bertoli with the catch.
Now set up a better punting situation. Here's the play.
Good catch. Gets them kind of out of the deep end of their field. Get another good punt from Bertoli and kind of carry on. Playing good defense.
4:42 to go in the half. Let's talk about that last few minutes of the second quarter, first few minutes of the third quarter. As Kyle Conroy drops back. Bertoli gets this one high, but not real long and kind of out of bounds. So this will really flip the field for Marin Catholic.
They're going to get it in
midfield.
On the 50. All right. Well, was that a momentum killer, I guess you'd think? Just a little bit.
Penalties, right?
Penalties cost them big time on that series because they had to play on first down for a 9-yard pass play. Illegal man downfield. Personal foul.
Our men's water polo team as they have completed a very undefeated, successful season. They are once again the PDAL champs. With 35 consecutive wins under their
1st and 10, Marin Catholic now. They haven't scored since their second possession of the first quarter as the Newman defense has been very good since then. But good field position now for the Wildcats. We'll see if Mozzie can dial up the right plays here to try to close the gap a little bit before the half. Skrinar to throw. Has time, and oh my goodness, threw it right into the hands of Devontae Guevara, and he can't hang on.
Great zone beater there. It was just delivered way too late. Way too late. He was there, stared at him, and just, oh my goodness. They're lucky that that wasn't another pick six.
Big guys down there on the bench looking at the film, trying to figure out their blocking schemes. Technology is so amazing these days.
Sideline huddle, the sideline. You can make adjustments so quickly.
2nd and 10 now for Marin Catholic. Huge Adobe League matchup here at Ed Lloyd Field. Skrinar carries and gets a couple yards. And it's Dylan Webb again. He's probably had 8-10 tackles already in this game.
Yeah. And that 3 yards or 2 yards they just got might be one of the most successful runs of the night so far. They're getting no push up front. Kind of compress their splits here. They're going to run something outside, maybe a fade.
Newman showing blitz. They do bring somebody. The ball's tipped up in the air. Somebody up front got a hand up. Not sure who it was. 4th down. See what they do here. It's like they're going to punt. Let's see if we can see who got a hand up on this.
I was watching the routes. They compress their routes, which tells you they're probably running verticals and arcing outside, which is exactly what they did. Oh.
Just a low pass. Somebody did get a hand on it, but they didn't have to reach far.
Whoever's the defensive right tackle on that one.
Cordell back to receive. End over end kick. He calls for fair catch again at the 20. Smart move.
Yeah. He has made 100% right choices tonight at the punt return. That's so invaluable, having a smart decision maker back. We might see the tip here. Should be that left tackle right in front of number 57.
Which is
no.
Not sure who it was. They kind of stunted in there. It was hard to tell.
They slanted hard. All right, 3:21 left. They got time to get down and get some points and really put a hurting on the halftime activities here.
Yeah, they have what they call their 4-minute drill, and that would be appropriate right here.
Got the bunch set.
And around to Zion Cargill, and it's read beautifully by Marin Catholic. First guy on the scene was Johnny Greco defensively. Also coming in there and making the play was Elliott Kim.
Cargill with the carry.
Kind of trying to go to the bag of tricks a little bit right there. Marin Catholic was definitely ready for that.
Playing with house money.
Over 2nd down, 2nd and 11 for Newman.
But the clock's still ticking. I don't think either team's taking a timeout yet.
Mm-mm. (21-7) Newman by 14 here in the second quarter. 2nd and 12.
Now we're empty.
And look at the guys up front.
Blitz.
Yeah, they're coming.
Come with it.
Pass thrown a little early for Cordell. He was tangled up there with Gabe Baker. And it's 3rd down.
Goes incomplete.
You could expect with as much time as LT's been away that the timing might be off a little bit on some of those type of plays.
The great thing out of that play is that it looks like LT saw the blitz from the line of scrimmage. When the blitz came, again, he threw right into the blitz, which is what he's done, now 2 out of 3 times and been successful. 2 out of 3 times, or 3 out of 3 times, been successful twice. I think the receiver, if he's on the same page, is going to see that blitzer as well, shorten his route just a little bit because the ball's coming out quickly.
And Marin Catholic takes a timeout. To give us a chance to let you know tonight's game is sponsored by Cardinal Roofing.
Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
Friedman Brothers, Home Improvement.
So we want to have you come on.
Core Electrical Services. And Lynn Marine with Pacific Pearl. Really appreciate those sponsors making these broadcasts possible.
Update from Carrillo.
Yeah, what do you got?
At 21-7. Carrillo's beating Ukiah. And on Ukiah's 25-yard line right now.
Wow.
A little bit of a shocker.
Yeah, and then what? Carrillo plays St. Vincent next week, I believe.
I just went to half. It's 28-14 Carrillo at half.
Okay. An update of an update.
Yes, it's coming in fast. Ukiah played a really, really good game last week against St. Vincent.
Yes, they did. 3rd down and 12 now for Newman. LT rolling. Trying to get somebody open. LT is going to keep. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. He wanted one of the receivers to come back, and they didn't.
Rosa with the quarterback keeper.
And Newman will have to punt it away.
Tackled by number 51.
We got a penalty?
Walking back. Offense, number 60. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
Down. Says Marin Catholic a timeout.
And they got plenty of time.
Marin Catholic, second charge, timeout and a half.
Okay, explain that one, Coach.
Shoot. You don't want to reel that one back in. I guess it didn't save them a timeout. They were bound and determined, Dave, to use that timeout.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Marine has been a family-operated company since 1906 and is proud to provide premier marine and shipyard services. Our tugboats and barges ply the San Francisco Bay and its tributaries, delivering bulk materials for the construction and agricultural industries in a cost-effective and environmentally safe manner to its customers. We provide marine construction, dredging, salvage, and marine environmental remediation services. Whether you're tending to backyard flocks or managing commercial farms, our product is the perfect addition to your chicken feed. Our organic oyster shells are the purest form of calcium. They are packaged and shipped to agricultural customers throughout the United States, Canada, and the Pacific Rim. Our customers include orchards, vineyards, tree farms, golf courses, and berry farms, among others.
Athletic.
And up to the line they come. And now Newman takes a timeout.
First charge, timeout of the half.
All right, back and forth we go with timeouts.
Yeah, like we were just talking about that. The Newman front four on their defensive front has played so well tonight, and it's such a load on the offensive line. Missing their, two of their offensive line, and they're missing their one of the best running backs in the Empire. And Newman's defense, their secondary, is so athletic and so savvy back there. It's just, man, the Wildcats have nothing to go to. They're struggling to find a play that's going to, move the ball consistently. So hats off to the Newman defense. They've played outstanding tonight.
Yeah, that one big play, I believe the only blemish.
Mm-hmm. They got everybody up, one man deep.
And he gets it away. That's the important thing here.
Yep,
If you're Newman,
exactly.
Takes a nice roll, and it will not be returnable. Wow, okay. Huge job by the big fella, Devin Bertoli. An unusual sized punter.
Yeah.
Not in high school. You see stuff like that in high school, but not at the college
always
level,
fun to see the good kick, the big guys kicking it. The thing about punters being like that is sometimes that snap is not exactly where it should be, and unless you have an athletic guy back there who's maybe used to holding the ball a lot, it can be scary. But if he's the only guy you got and your best guy, then put him back there.
So Marin Catholic's got 2 minutes to try to make something out of this second quarter that's been all Newman.
They go empty. Right now, the only thing you can do is look for a mismatch. So you can this guy can beat this guy every down. We're going to throw it over there. There's your underneath stuff.
Pass complete.
Ooh,
nice hit.
good tackle.
Some hard hitting. And I tell you what, King Pitts almost got to him. He made a really nice swim move, but Sprinter moved away from it very nicely. Kind of saw it coming and stepped up in front of him.
He came with the outside.
Oh, that's an earlier play, my bad. Back to pass again. Sprinter going deep. Two guys out there, and Kayvon tips it away. Oh, my goodness. That's why he is considered one of the best coverage guys in the area.
Definitely.
In all of Northern California, really.
He's athletic, he's long, and you can see example of how his length right here.
Coach got in the way.
Coach has got a long arm too. He's right in front of our camera.
Kayvon Penny. Terrific defensive play right there. Third down now for Marin Catholic. They need a first down to try to keep hope alive here in this second quarter. They'll run it, and they've got big yardage. Nice move, look out!
That could go to the house.
And that's going to be a touchdown. Elijah Seraphin, nobody home in the middle. That single coverage, they ran everybody deep into the sides, and that opened up the middle of the field. Huge play.
They got beat on their little outside blitz there. They ended up with two guys at C gap, and D gap became a tunnel. You'll see right there, one missed tackle, nice cut, and there's nobody in the middle of the field.
Smooth sailing all the way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well,
that changes things.
I can see Uncle Mo trotting across the field right now. He's debating on which side he's going to be on coming on the second half.
Kick is up.
So good. It's to the right.
And he missed it. Oh, my goodness. Here's another look at the touchdown.
Nice cut.
Good blocking right in the middle. Newman kind of over pursued a little bit.
Yeah.
Coach McManus obviously displeased with that one. Newman still has the lead, but that was a big one right there.
That's a gut punch after the half that you've played, especially on defense. To give that up right before the half is kind of, it takes the wind out of your sails a little bit and sacrifice a lot of momentum that you had the entire second quarter and part of the first.
We got you.
So, the battle of the big boys down south. Looks like we got 17-3 St. John Bosco up at the end of the first quarter.
Now, Marin Catholic scored so quickly. Coach Emery's got to be thinking, let's try to do something with this time. Minute and 15 and 2 timeouts remaining. Marin Catholic only has 1 left.
That was a big score if you're Marin Catholic.
Huge.
Really big.
Little squibber. And look at this. Nice return by us, Brody Estrella.
Really
nice
good.
to have a guy who can handle the ball in that blocking position.
I back to this one now. He's tough. Man, you just marvel. I marvel at the athletic players and just the bodies that Newman has right now. They've got athletes everywhere. And they've got a lot of toughness, which is always a great blend. When you got athletic kids that are tough, and then you've got some big bodies in there that are just exceptional on the inside of the defense. It's a nice combination if you're a coach.
So very good field position now for Newman. Little over a minute to go here in this second quarter. The Cardinals now lead by 8.
Okay, so we got to trace that. What are we going to do? A little sprint.
LT rolling.
There you go.
Finds Cordell.
Get out of bounds.
Did not get out of bounds.
Darn it. Straight on the reception. Benny gets that ball just shy of the 45 right now.
Yeah, he could have too. Could have just run right out there about the same spot on the field.
Yep. Empty backfield.
LT to throw again. Short one. Cordell again.
Clock should stop on the first down.
To move them chains, and I
Get a
think Newman's
play
going to
in.
call one.
Timeout. Cardinal Newman. That's their second charge timeout of the half.
So now you're down to 1.
One timeout.
If you're thinking field goal, I've seen Devin Taylor kick 50, 55-yarders, which right on the borderline right now. You'd like to get him at least 10, 15 more yards.
That's a big kick. That's a big kick even with a T.
Yeah.
But he's got a leg.
He's definitely got the leg to do it.
Got a great leg, so.
There he is, getting ready, just in case. Soccer goalie in the winter, now become kicker. I remember watching him punt the soccer ball, thinking to myself, man, they gotta get the oblong ball out there for that guy and see what he can do with it. And they did. I wasn't the only one that noticed, I guess. First and 10, Newman. 33 seconds to go. LT is going to roll left this time. Dumps it off a little high, almost picked too. That was intended for Cordell, but it's incomplete, which does stop the clock. Guy who had the best shot at that was Seraphin, who just scored the touchdown for Marin Catholic. Guy who's playing on both sides of the ball tonight with the injury to Geisberger.
And Seraphin is their best cover guy, according to Coach Mazzi. If that one slipped through his hands, Newman's got another shot at it.
28 ticks remaining now in this first half. It's been a good one. LT going deep. Going for Zion. Zion's out there, and he can't hang on, but the coverage got there a little early.
Yep. Seraphin.
It's only a 15-yard penalty. That's not a bad penalty.
Not a terrible penalty in high school.
There's a flag on the play.
He was beat, and that might put him into field goal range.
Mm-hmm.
I like the depth of the routes on the flood route that almost got picked. I like the depth for field goal positioning.
Pass interference. Defense. 15 yards.
And decide to go deep.
First down.
Get the penalty called. A lot more comfortable range.
26-yard line.
You can see Seraphin's tackling him before the ball even gets there, so easy call.
Zion goes in motion now. He'll flip over to the right side. 21 seconds remaining. Newman still has a timeout. Oh, good call. They had the screen set up, but even better defense. They're gonna blow it dead. He ended up getting about 5 yards after the catch.
Very good play by the defensive tackle.
And we may have another penalty. Nope, timeout.
Timeout.
Cardinal Newman. That's the third and final timeout of the half.
Well, that makes it tough now because to set up for the field goal, you really can't.
You can do it now.
Unless you kick it right now, yeah?
Or throw one ball into the end zone.
Yeah. Here's that pass interference play again. We got a good look at it.
We get an end zone shot good.
Just a hair early.
Man, it doesn't even look, I mean, it looks way closer there than it did from the trail camera we had here up on the booth.
Second and about 8 yards to go here. 12 seconds remaining. No timeouts now for Newman, so things get a little more tricky now for the Cardinals. Bertoli in motion. He'll settle into a slot. 3 to the left side for LT. He's got time. He's throwing deep down the middle, almost intercepted. Good coverage by
Okay.
Marin Catholic. They had 2 there. They had Jonah well covered with 2.
Yeah.
Just nobody to throw 2 there. Here comes Devin Taylor.
Prevent defense prevented that ball. Almost got picked. So they got lucky a couple times on that drive. The ball didn't go into the Wildcats' offensive mode. So we got a 42-yard kick from the right hash.
42-yarder should be his longest of the year.
It's the exact distance we beat them in 2018.
Oh my goodness!
In a driving rainstorm.
Yeah, that was at Santa Rosa High School.
Win the game.
Yep.
With 12 seconds left on the clock, just from 42 yards, with the wind and rain. There's no way in heck we make this. And the kicker drilled it.
Amazing kick.
And
yeah.
We won the section title and sent the Wildcats packing.
Mozzie's going to freeze him a little bit here, make him think about it for just a second longer.
Not a bad idea in high school. The hardest thing about kicking from the hash in the high school is the high school hashes are so much wider than the professional and even the college hashes.
Yeah, the pro ones used to be this wide. They changed it because so many teams would just run a little play into the middle of the field to set up a field goal, and they were like, that's boring. Let's just put the hash marks in closer, which took away the student body left and right. Remember, the Packers used to run that sweep back in the day.
Exactly. It really gave you advantage to the defense. In high school, playing a hash is awesome. It torques the defense a lot.
So here we go. 41-yarder, actually.
Okay.
Trying to make it a 2-score lead for Newman. Line drive kick. He got it.
Money. Well, for those of you keeping score on the special teams board, I think Newman has won the special teams battle in the first half. Their special teams were outstanding.
How about that? Devin Taylor with the big one. Coach Bear's got to be smiling. Yeah. Oh, he worked with that guy so hard to get him ready for football.
It's refreshing because in high school so often the special teams are overlooked. They're an afterthought. Oh, we'll do it after practice, or we'll do it. But we get a great hold here. Quick kick, ball gets out and just pounded. Line drive right through the uprights.
Cordell was more excited than Devin was, I think, on that one.
He knew what was going through.
Not a problem.
That's what I was trying to do. Why should I be surprised?
Yeah. I know Devin, he's, we've talked a little bit, and he is like, man, I missed that one. He missed one early on in one of the first couple games, and he really felt it. He thinks he should make every single one.
Mm-hmm. He's got a howitzer for a leg, and obviously supreme confidence in what he's doing.
Line drive kick. He's going to kind of kick it out of bounds. Only 1.8 to go now.
Yeah. Well, you look at the special teams we've seen, which has been a treat. You've had some great punts out of Bertoli. The kickoffs have been really high, all the way down inside the 5-yard line. Hard to return. Strain receiving punts, and there's been a ton of punts in the first half from the Wildcats. There's been line drives he's fair caught. There's been short, shallow ones that he's fair caught again. It's been amazing, his decision making, and now you get the great 41-yard kick. Wow.
And how about already 37 points on the board in this one?
Nobody saw that coming.
Marin Catholic's going to take a knee, and it is halftime here at Cardinal Newman High School. Kind of a small thing, but that was kind of a big kick, kind of a nice job by Newman to get that field position and to take a little bit of the momentum back after that big touchdown run they gave up.
Exactly. They kind of stumbled a little bit at the end of the second quarter, and with that special teams play and that drive, kind of got to reel some of it back in.
All right, well, we are at the half, and it's time now to check in with Hugo down on the field. Go, Hugo.
Thank you, Dave. I'm standing here with Coach Frank McManus of the Cardinal Newman Cardinals. Coach McManus, you guys went down 7-0 early on. You guys bounced back again. What's been the key to that underdog mindset that has come through in these big games for you?
You know, I've talked about it. It's when you're in games like we've been in, you almost think it's like you put it in the experience bank, just like it's money. And so when you get into those moments again, now the players have experience that they can draw out and use in those moments. It was a little disappointing, the last score. We'll make some adjustments. Like I said, we still haven't started playing our best football yet, so we've got a lot of corrections to make going into second half. But I'm pleased with where we're at, obviously, in the lead. But again, we've still got some things to work on and make some corrections as we get in the second half.
I saw you speaking with Dylan Webb as you guys came out of the half there. Webb has had an incredible game today, and he's coming off of appendicitis. You were talking about him getting back into practice form, and he's looked incredible out there. What have you been telling him throughout the week that's gotten him prepared?
You know, he's explosive. He gives us another dimension. And so, like I said, moving him into that spot for this game has been, I think, a key move. So he's hungry. You know, he's been out for 3 weeks. He's extremely hungry. He's really explosive right now. We just need to continue to make corrections. Like I said, we've had a few mistakes on the D-line here and there that will get finalized and fixed. But again, like, good first half. That's a really good football team too. So I'm sure they're going in telling their coaches and they're telling their players the same thing, that we're right in it. 24-13 is not a big lead by any stretch. Again, for a team like that's been in, they've played in tough games. They've had tough moments as well. So I think, like I said, we just got to now make our corrections. They'll make theirs, and we'll see how it goes in the second half.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Yep, thanks.
So that is the story here at the half. Newman with the lead. We are going to be in for a great second half of high school football here at Lloyd Field. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Marin has been a family-operated company since 1906 and is proud to provide premier marine and shipyard services. Our tugboats and barges ply the San Francisco Bay and its tributaries, delivering bulk materials for the construction and agricultural industries in a cost-effective and environmentally safe manner to its customers. We provide marine construction, dredging, salvage, and marine environmental remediation services. Whether you're tending to backyard flocks or managing commercial farms, our product is the perfect addition to your chicken feed. Our organic oyster shells are the purest form of calcium. They are packaged and shipped to agricultural customers throughout the United States, Canada, and the Pacific Rim. Our customers include orchards, vineyards, tree farms, golf courses, and berry farms, among others. Lynn Marine.
Marine has been a family-operated company since 1906 and is proud to provide premier marine and shipyard services. Our tugboats and barges ply the San Francisco Bay and its tributaries, delivering bulk materials for the construction and agricultural industries in a cost-effective and environmentally safe manner to its customers. We provide marine construction, dredging, salvage, and marine environmental remediation services. Whether you're tending to backyard flocks or managing commercial farms, our product is the perfect addition to your chicken feed. Our organic oyster shells are the purest form of calcium. They are packaged and shipped to agricultural customers throughout the United States, Canada, and the Pacific Rim. Our customers include orchards, vineyards, tree farms, golf courses, and berry farms, among others. Lynn Marine.
Smallest of buildings to the largest, the simplest to the most detailed and everything in between. Crandall Roofing is the company for your next roofing job. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to crandallroofing.com for more information. Crandall Roofing has you covered.
High school sports are one of the things that make living in California so great.
But sometimes the behavior in the stands can overshadow our achievements on the field.
I love it when my parents show up for me.
But being booed for missing a play could be crushing.
And remember that refs are people too.
They're trying their best to call a fair and correct game.
No one should feel insulted or ashamed
because of their race, ethnicity, or gender.
We should be able to hold our heads high after the match, win or lose.
Let me help you. Let me help you.
Let me help you.
Thank you. Let me help you.
Let me help you. Let me help you. Thank you.
Nice night here at Cardinal Newman High School. Good look at the field here at halftime. We're waiting for the teams to come back out. What should be a terrific second half. Newman up 24-13 here at the break.
Smallest of buildings to the largest, the simplest to the most detailed and everything in between. Crandall Roofing is the company for your next roofing job. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to crandallroofing.com for more information. Crandall Roofing has you covered.
High school sports are one of the things that make living in California so great.
But sometimes the behavior in the stands can overshadow our achievements on the field.
I love it when my parents show up for me.
But being booed for missing a play could be crushing.
And remember that refs are people too.
They're trying their best to call a fair and correct game.
No one should feel insulted or ashamed
because of their race, ethnicity, or gender.
We should be able to hold our heads high after the match, win or lose.
Let me help you. Let me help you.
me help you.
Thank you. Let me help you.
Let me help you. Let me help you. Thank you.
Marin has been a family-operated company since 1906 and is proud to provide premier marine and shipyard services. Our tugboats and barges ply the San Francisco Bay and its tributaries, delivering bulk materials for the construction and agricultural industries in a cost-effective and environmentally safe manner to its customers. We provide marine construction, dredging, salvage, and marine environmental remediation services. Whether you're tending to backyard flocks or managing commercial farms, our product is the perfect addition to your chicken feed. Our organic oyster shells are the purest form of calcium. They are packaged and shipped to agricultural customers throughout the United States, Canada, and the Pacific Rim. Our customers include orchards, vineyards, tree farms, golf courses, and berry farms, among others. Lynn Marine.
High school is just a time of growth for everyone. It shapes who you are, like you meet new people, you learn how to make friends.
Some of our students don't have a place where they get to be the star player, or they get to compete for a chance to finish first, second, or third, and we wanted to be able to provide that for them.
It's a really special experience to be a part of a high school team, wear your jersey with your logo on the front and your name on the back.
Unified Sports is creating an athletics experience for all students, particularly focusing on those with special needs and having them create partners within our general education student population.
Great experience here for Unified. What do you got to say?
It isn't a thing where we're just trying to participate, and that's kind of the big thing that I believe in, is giving our Unified athletes the opportunity to compete at a high level.
At the CIF, we want to provide student athletes with the opportunity to belong, connect, and compete. Unified sports and Paralympic sports are two great examples of us being able to achieve that.
Sometimes with schoolwork, because I get overwhelmed or stressed out, and if I dance, all my...
Thank you, Dave. I'm standing here with Coach Mozzie, a Marin Catholic coach. A great start to that first half, but then, towards the end, you guys kind of tapered off. Newman scored a little bit. You got that big run there towards the end, though. What's the mindset in the second half?
Momentum. We make some plays, get momentum back. We had it going in the half, and they back with the field goal right at the end. So just win the momentum back.
And your quarterback, Skriner, out there, he's made some great throws. He's been able to step up in the pocket, but he's felt that pressure a lot. What do you want him heading into the second half to keep him composed?
Just do your job. Keep guys downfield, do your job, and when you see pressure, the blitz, you got to get rid of the ball a little quicker. Just adjust accordingly.
All right, thank you. Good luck in the second half. Yeah, just. Thank you, Mozzie. Good luck. Thank you. Here. Watch out. Yeah. My bad. Did it up? It's fine. That was a bad interview. It's fine.
Just next time.
Perfectly thrown ball. Led to their first touchdown. Their only touchdown of the night. And pretty much their only offense. A little zone play going to the left here. And he walks in. At this point, it's 7-0, I believe.
Yeah, and then Newman went to the
Then you got the jumbo. The jumbo. Here we go. Mr. Path finds his path down to the 1. Follow the big guy. There is no secret to where this ball's going. Stop us if you can.
Looking good. And then the defense came up with some points for Newman.
Defense. Oh, man. Bertoli just grabs this thing. Gives him a gift. He takes it to the house. Happy Halloween. Look what I got in my candy bag.
And Marin Catholic was down by 2 scores, but they closed the gap a little bit right here.
And scoring so quickly here actually gave Newman a chance to get down the field and get that last field goal before half, which is a great kick.
That is exactly what they did to make the score what it is right now, 24-13 here at the half. We'll step aside one more time and be back with more in just a moment. All right, we want to recognize our generous sponsors who make Cardinal Newman Athletics possible. Their support fuels our athletes, programs, and the future of Cardinal Newman Athletics. We are especially grateful to our corporate elite sponsors, Core Electric Services, Cardinal Roofing, and Marin. Thank you for your leadership and commitment to Newman Athletics. Marin Catholic kicks off to start the second half. Little bouncer. And Newman will take over at the 25.
Good coverage there.
Also thank partner sponsor Boudin Bakery and our digital sponsor
Newman as we start the second half.
Friedman's Home
Goss gets that ball just past the 25-yard line. We'll call it the 26.
Got to take care of those sponsors.
All right. Let's see if Wildcats can make some adjustments on defense to slow this offense of Newman down. They haven't done much to really dissuade the Newman offense from changing much of what they've done.
Newman's going to run the ball. Path. Whoa, nice little hurdle. And Path gets out past the 40-yard line. Nice run.
I like that counterplay. Path is such a great natural runner. Fun to watch.
Terrific block by Malachi Cahoon right there.
Boom. That is unbelievable. And great job by the referees because they outlawed hurdling a while back in, but that was just a guy, a body on the ground, and he just stepped over. That was a good job. Good non-call.
First down Newman, longest run of the night for Path. And the Cardinals have it out past the 40-yard line. Here comes Path again. He's got room again. Path close to 10 yards this time inside Marin Catholic territory. So the Newman ground game comes to life here to start the third quarter.
My favorite part of football.
Brought down by number 33.
Well, maybe they talked about at halftime, said, hey, we've leaned on these guys on both sides of the ball in the trenches, and now let's see if we can just beat them into submission with a little ground and pound.
Yeah, Coach Frank has been really good at managing clock this year when he has a lead. He really knows how to just kind of slowly grind that clock away and not give the other team a chance to come back.
Yes. And the defense is playing so well, you'd think 24 might be enough.
2nd and 1. Path hurdles again and has a first down.
Path with the carry.
Chains are moving, clock is rolling.
Path is brought down right there at the 45-yard line. As we get into Wildcat territory. With that yardage, that's enough for another Newman first down.
So 1st and 10, Newman. Trying to keep things rolling here for the Cardinals with the lead here to start the second half. Brody Estrella now in, and Estrella's got a nice hole. Nice 1-2 punch with Estrella and path, and Brody picks up close to 15 yards there.
Nice. It looked like a little trap play. They caught him getting upfield, and bang. Let's see if it is a trap. Yes, it is.
Look at that blocking.
Little split zone.
Wow.
Nice.
So he gets that ball all the way down to
Offensive line looks really good right now.
This is the best I've seen them look all year. They really are playing well.
Vincente Adon was leading the way on that one. And Newman now just kind of chugging down the field. 4 straight runs, and they're at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 of Marin Catholic. Guess I can get the score bug up there now. Uh-oh, backfield. Brody might have had his face mask hit, and he's going to lose a bunch of yardage. Oh, Brody's still alive. Look at that. Brody gets back to the line of scrimmage. Look at this. Unbelievable. A penalty marker goes down.
That's too bad. Holy smoke.
What are they going to call here?
They're going to call assisting the runner, I'm afraid, which is the worst rule in football. I hate assisting the runner. It should be outlawed. It's ridiculous. We're all on the same team. Let's play football. And you're going to see the effort of the war tonight, goes to Estrella. Good grief. He's about to lose 20, turns it into a game.
Yeah.
Assisting the runner right there. Turns it into a gain of 15. This kid ran about 45 yards on that play. That was amazing. That was amazing. I'd love to see the end zone look at that one.
And the net is only a loss of a couple yards after the penalty, so that's not too bad. I've got the end zone look, too. You asked for it, you got it, Tony Saiz.
Look at this. It's a bang, bang. Oh, my gosh. You're down. No, you're not. Here we go. He's still not down. Watch him drag everybody. Oh, goodness.
My goodness, what a play.
Great effort.
Still 1st down. LT's going to keep this time. And look at LT go. Wow. LT gets 10 yards.
All right.
Just short of another 1st down.
All right.
Injured player down. I believe it's one of the Wildcats.
I like the mentality here. As an O-line coach for many, many years, when you have an advantage up front, let's keep it simple and just get after them.
And the last thing the Wildcats need is another injury.
Yes, they are beat up. And that's a little bit of residual playing the head knocker schedule you played in the first 5 games.
Yeah.
4 out of 5 of those were big-time teams from the Sacramento area and the East Bay, and those things can take a toll physically.
I mentioned in the open, the last time these teams met here at Ed Lloyd Field was 1995, believe it or not. 30 years ago.
I was at
since
that game.
Newman has hosted them. And they it was the opening game of the year. They lost by 1. Tino Redamosa's senior year. Then Newman ran the table after that, won the NCS Redwood Empire Championship, but didn't play Marin Catholic in the championship because Marin Catholic lost in the semifinals to
Healdsburg.
The Hounds, Tom Kirkpatrick.
Yes.
Justin Herguth.
And that was a great championship game at the Bailey Field at the JC.
Yes, and Barry Friedman would want me to mention the year after that, Newman did beat Marin Catholic in the NCS championship. That was 1996 under Coach Ed Monahan.
Yes, like I said, I was involved with many playoff battles with Marin Catholic. The 56-59 game at Rancho. The first one to punt loses.
Oh yeah.
That was one of the craziest games I've ever been involved with. We had the Jared Goff, Scooby Wright.
Man, what a game that
duel
was.
Where we were up by 24-6, and Jared Goff kind of took over the game when Scooby Wright went down and led him back and actually led him to a state championship that year, a state championship game.
Yeah, had Scooby not gotten hurt in that game, it would have been a very interesting finish. I think Newman might have still hung on to that, but you never know. The way Jared Goff was so willed to win that game at the end.
It was crazy, and when Scooby went down, we lost all offensive control, which gave their offense a lot of opportunities, and Jared played unbelievably in the second half. So
Second down and short now. Newman trying to keep the
Wildcats
chains moving.
selling out.
Brody on a nice little counter, and he's got a first down. Brody making things happen for this Newman offense. Brody had a big game last year at Marin Catholic. He came in late in the game in their jumbo package last year, which looked a little different. It wasn't this kind of a jumbo, but he got behind big number 99 last year, Khalil Vaitoy, and scored a couple touchdowns in that game at Marin Catholic in the playoffs. Newman was, I believe, the 5 seed and Marin Catholic the 4 seed. So they had to go there, and then Newman had to go on the road to play San Ramon. Now, if they can hang on to this one, hang on to the 3rd seed, they would be guaranteed 2 home games in that open Division I bracket, which is huge.
Yes. Yes.
First down. Brody Estrella hit in the backfield. And he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nice little blitz there by Gabe Baker. Marin Catholic's kind of loading the box now. They kind of see what's going on, and they're like, okay, you're going to try to run on us? Okay,
we're going to. They're selling out the last 2 plays, and it's worked out for them, but it gives you one level. And if you miss that tackle, it's off to the races.
And if you notice the clock, Newman's held on to it for almost 5 minutes now.
You can hear the second hand on that digital clock going bang, bang, bang.
Mozzie thinking, can we get the ball now?
Yes.
You got to wonder when they're going to play action here.
They keep selling out like that. You know, having a little play action pass to the tight end might be a touchdown.
Marin Catholic stacking it. LT's going to keep on a sweep. And LT does a pretty nice job. He gets about 5 inside the red zone. He's down to about the 18-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Yeah, really taking the air out of things right now.
They
haven't thrown the ball on this drive at all.
Nope. No need. I think they came out with a plan to, you know, kind of impose their will physically and kind of finish the job. And if they do this, you know, and punch it in the end zone, come out in the next drive and do the same, those Wildcat defenders might be a little too tired to play and do much in the second half, or the second half of the second half, the 4th quarter. But you got to remember, this is a defense that played a super physical Manteca team and held them to 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, they could have and should have won that game. They got sacked a couple times at the end. And, of course, Manteca blew Newman out in the first game of the year. But this team's a lot better now than they were back in week 0.
It is a different team. Manteca's still winning.
Here's the play action. Carmine Guevara. Carmine down inside the 10, and that's going to be a first down. Carmine's first catch of the year. I don't remember if he caught one against Manteca, but he's been playing quarterback all these 7 weeks. And you ask the coaches, they'll say Carmine's our MVP. For him to come in, fill in for LT, and do what he do to get us at 7-1 right now, he is the guy that we just can't speak highly enough about.
I would agree. He came in and played lights out as a quarterback, and you know, God bless him, because you don't have that many kids sometimes.
Here comes the jumbo package now.
There we go.
You love this, don't
I
you?
love it. We got King and Vitor on the same side. I think it's going to the left.
Yep, here it comes. Path.
And there's not much they can do about it.
Penalty marker down.
Okay.
Oh, it's going to be a low cut on the defense. At least that's the way he signaled.
Yes. And the defensive guys don't like these big boys running at them, so they'll cut them at the legs, which is not legal. It's a dangerous play.
Walk below the waist, defense.
So it's a great rule. Great rule in high school football. Now the defensive lineman can cut.
See if we can see it here. Well, no, that's well past that part of the play.
Probably going to happen against King. All right. Same look. Opposite side.
Clock
going right.
begins to roll. LT's going to just keep. Did he get there? I did believe he did. Touchdown, Newman.
All right. LT gets his first score of the year. Good for him.
Yes, indeed. LT punches it across. And you know what? They are not afraid to run him right now. Even coming off that shoulder injury, they put him right in there to some, and he's taking all the hits.
He's looked great tonight. He's looked really well running the ball. He's thrown some great balls, and the offense is a little more gelled. They're flowing more. They just look a little more in sync. And I know they were excited to get him back, and he's played wonderful tonight.
Kick is good. Big opening drive right there, almost 7 full minutes.
You know, in another quarter and a half, you might look back and say that was, closest to a knockout blow you can get.
Yeah.
I mean, Marin Catholic has a lot of time left on the clock. They're not knocked out, but they are stumbling and staggered right now.
And Pittsburgh, Marin Catholic played Pittsburgh, kind of a similar score to where we're at right now. And if you're Newman, you want to try to get that power ranking as high as you can. Hope that somehow Pittsburgh has a bad game somewhere along the line. But if you can get that 2 spot, that's huge, because you get to lose a game in the 2 spot and still go on. You drop down to D1 because the 2 spot is open.
Okay.
3 through 6. I mean, yeah. Hang with me here, Tony.
Yeah.
3 through 6 is Division 1. 1, 2, 7, and 8 are actually open. So 1 plays 8. Winner of that plays the winner of 2 and 7. The loser of that drops down to Division 1 and plays the winner of the 4 teams that played in the Division 1 bracket.
Like
make it make sense,
like
too.
watching a pachinko ball.
Yeah, can you make it make sense, please? No.
And I've been out of coaching for 2 years now, and they've changed those rules in the last 2 years.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's like, okay, I believe you.
Yeah, and it's all done by your max preps power ranking. I've kind of created my own algorithm and done a YSN algorithm just to see if it comes up different, and it does, depending on what you put in there, what you tell the algorithm to look at.
Max Preps is a terrible power ranking. Looking at it today, they had Newman ranked 57th in the state at, what are they, 6-1, 7-1?
7-1, yeah.
And they've got Grant at 6-4 at 51st of the state. 6 places ahead of a team that beat them.
Yeah, see, the difference, what I put in my algorithm was common opponents, compare scores with common opponents, and head-to-head.
Yes.
And don't cap it at 35 points because there's a running clock in the 4th quarter. Why cap it? If you win by 50 with a running clock in the 4th quarter, that should affect your power ranking in a positive way.
Yeah.
Now, I get it. They don't want people to run the score up, but you know what? There's a running clock. How much can you run the score up?
You can't. And, so they, the same Max Preps had Marin Catholic ranked 80th.
Yeah.
I mean, they may be 80th, but are they,
Well, in Cal High Sports, which is purely a human ranking, has Newman at 25. That's a big difference from 57 to 25.
Yes. And I guess the NorCal Preps or the Cal Preps.
It's called high school ratings now, and you got to pay for it.
It's out because they started charging people.
Yeah.
But their computer rankings were the fairest and the best I've ever seen.
Yeah. Second down, Skrinner was in a little bit of trouble right there as the Newman defense got there. They're going to try to run now. And reversing his field, but he's not going to get anything. That was Elijah Seraphin who had that big touchdown run. And there is Mr. Vitoy, who met him head on. Great hit by Khalil.
Yep.
Khalil Vitoy is a force to be reckoned with, isn't he?
He is a one-man wrecking crew.
And he's only a junior. He'll be back next year.
That is incredible.
He and King Pitts right there.
King Pitts is a sophomore. We've got a lot of young talent.
Third and long. Passes out, and it's high. Kayvon was right there, but almost open. Good coverage there by Kayvon Penny.
Watch this Marin Catholic team is a little bit different than a lot of the teams they have. Coach Mazzi told me they're kind of receiver by committee. They don't have a lot of, number one guys that trying to get the ball to. So they're, they've got a bunch of decent guys. all the years we played, they always had one guy that
Big
was
guy, yeah.
a Division I guy, and they could get him the ball, and it was hard to cover him. And like well, when we played them, we had Division I quarterbacks for about 10 years in a row.
Yes, they did. Punt from the end zone. End over end kick,
nice.
Not a great kick, and Newman is going to get
They're going to be inside
really
the
good
30.
field position. And talk about an opportunity for a knockout blow. And we're only in the third quarter, Coach.
Wow, they're going to be at the
28?
27, 28-yard line.
Holy cow.
Okay. Well, those body blows they just gave in that last drive.
Yeah, and then for Marin
Might have
Catholic
been
not
too
to get
much.
field position at all, and then not to be able to even move the ball at all. There's Mozzie over there. He's got to be reeling a little bit right now.
He is, looking for answers.
And I don't know if, A, they knew if LT Redamosa was going to be able to play, because that's a different preparation, right? B, I don't know if they knew if King Pitts was eligible, because that's a completely different thing you've got to prepare for on your offensive line.
Yes. And that I think King Pitt's thing makes a little bit more difference than LT. And when I talked to Mozzie, he wasn't sure of the player status for Newman at all.
Path with another hurdle,
what a
and look
throw.
out, Path is gone. Touchdown, Newman.
And there you have it. Great run, and the body blows have taken the full effect. Here you're going to see a little zone play. Yeah. Path is such a good little runner. You've got
Carmine with the
great
block.
blocking. Carmine gets a great block in there. You know. This is when it's fun to be an offensive lineman. You can almost feel that defensive lineman is just tired. They don't want to play anymore, and it's a great feeling.
What's happening now? Oh, we got another injured player for Marin Catholic. Man, that's tough.
And it rains at 4 sometimes.
Oh, my goodness. You got to feel for the Wildcats. They've already got Geisberger out, and then they've lost a couple guys tonight. A couple offensive linemen have been injured.
They are a mash unit. And,
take a look at the touchdown again.
Yeah.
That first little hurdle. Pat's got a chance to go over 1,000 yards next week. He came into
That's
this
amazing.
night with, I think, a little over 750, if I'm not mistaken.
He's had some long runs. He's had some runs of 40 plus, probably a handful of runs over 40 plus. But man, you can just see the defensive lineman on that last play just kind of standing up, eyes in the backfield. There's no pad level that's working for them, and they're just kind of spectating from the neutral zone. It's not working out.
Zero. Give me zero. Sorry, it's zero. One is hot. Somebody give me zero. Somebody give me zero. Four, give me zero. Get him on the right side. Take three. Get ready for the kick. Four, give me zero. Four, he's sitting on the bench right behind you, right there by the TV.
Devin Taylor to try to add another one for Newman. And the kick is good. There's past numbers coming into tonight, averaging 7 yards. 798. So, yeah, he's got a really good chance. He's probably close to 100 right now tonight. 13 touchdowns. Add, 2 to that?
That's a good year. And he's probably, 5'7", 5'8", 160 pounds.
Yep.
And he's just a tough natural runner.
What a spark plug.
Fun to watch him run. He's got that electricity when he runs, and he's such a slasher. He's got great vision. And I got to tell you, this is the 4th game I've done with you this year, and 3 of them have been Newman, and this is the best that Newman's looked.
Yeah, by far. Offensively.
They're offensively.
Well, and you can't take anything away. Yeah.
They've played unbelievable.
Yeah, Marin Catholic's had a couple big plays, but they always find a way, right, to get in the end zone.
Yes, and the first game of the year, you got a new coach. They had an offense coordinator that wasn't even in town then.
Yeah.
And they were kind of finding their feet, and played a really good Manteca team who's I don't think they've lost yet.
No, they have not.
And they play in a great league over there with the Valley Oak. I mean, they blew out Central Catholic, and they're playing Oakdale tonight, basically for the league championship over there.
Yeah, I think it'll be Folsom and Manteca for that Sac Joaquin section open berth. Sac Joaquin does their playoffs all different. That's a whole other subject, the fact that the rules throughout the state and every section are different. The way they align their playoffs are different. The way they allow transfers are completely different. Makes no sense at all. Gives the North Coast section a huge disadvantage. The Southern section, guys are transferring all over the place, and you know, you can basically switch teams every year down there.
But 3 years ago, the North Coast section went back to 8-man playoffs.
Right.
Everybody else in the state they're in their final week of league, and they start playoffs next week because they're in 16-team bracket playoffs. So you've got to win 4 games to win a championship instead of 3, and that there's nothing equal about that.
I'm a big believer that there shouldn't even be section playoffs anymore. Just one big state bracket and play it down and keep everybody in the division they're supposed to be in by enrollment. Come on.
I think you'd be close. We've got the all-star teams down south.
Almost picked by Devontae.
You know.
Well, that's a thing.
25 years ago, there was nobody in the state that could consistently beat De La Salle, and then the Orange County teams, mostly
Trinity
the private
League.
school, the Trinity League, started stacking teams, and now there's probably 6 or 8 teams down there that would probably beat De La Salle.
Yeah.
And there's not many teams in Northern California that compete with De La Salle still.
Well, yeah, they haven't lost a section game in 34 years. 1991, last time they lost a section game. Here's Brody Estrella making a nice play, knocking Elijah Seraphin out.
So, I mean, you got 5 teams or more every year that could beat the top team in NorCal every year. So why do they get left out of it?
Yeah. So the NCS has got to change their archaic transfer rules. That's no doubt about that.
Let's simplify things. Let these high school kids play, and not have them sitting around waiting on some bureaucracy of what's going to happen and making it up as they go.
3rd and long. Marin Catholic's offense has gone completely stagnant. Going to try to throw deep here. And Kayvon right with his man. That was intended for Dominic Tarantino. Tough ball to get in there. Kayvon's so large, it's tough to get it over.
Why are you trying to throw at the best cover guy on Newman?
Well, good question, yeah.
they
I don't have an answer for you on that one.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. But here we are, 3 and out.
Be nice, you know, let's project a little bit. Let's say Newman somehow ends up getting a D1 NorCal berth and Manteca loses to Folsom and they get to play Manteca again. How would that be? A little rematch.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I think it would be really interesting.
Here's Cordell. And a penalty marker goes down.
A block in the back.
Yeah, illegal block.
Flag on the play.
No, Marin Catholic hasn't picked up a first down in this second half. Newman had a long grinder of a drive, took almost 6.5 minutes off the clock, and then 1 play on their second drive for the touchdown.
Yep. This time of game where you're looking at just watch the difference in body language between these guys up front. It's kind of like, wow.
Block in the back. Return team. 10 yards. Spot of the foul for the first down.
But you got to wonder also, so as long as we're talking playoffs, does a loss like tonight move Marin Catholic out of the Division I bracket?
Well, that's a good
because
question.
They have so many other losses.
Yeah, right. They go to 4 and 5.
4 and 5, but the power ranking that's coming from the good teams that they lost to carries them also.
Yes. You know, the funny thing is, I mean, you look at this league, the ADOBE League, and last year 3 teams from the ADOBE League made it into that bracket, and that's ridiculous considering that Marin Catholic's really a Division 6 team, Newman's really a Division 6 team, and San Marin, I don't know what they're 3 or 4.
Offense. 5 yards. No first down.
John Little's been busy here. But with all the different leagues in the NCS to have one league with 3 teams, and this league was designed to be a really good league. I get that, but you know, whoever gets the 8 seed is just, it's ridiculous. You're just a, you know, you're just the
you're a perpetual punching bag.
Yeah, you're just a punching bag for De La Salle. Path on a little counter. He almost broke it again. They tripped him up.
Yeah.
To me, it should be the 1 and 2 seed should play for the Open, and then everybody else below that plays D1. And to have an 8-team bracket that only 4 teams can win, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't know. Somebody thought it made sense. From what I understand, that the coaches and athletic directors voted it down, but the board of directors overruled them and went with it. So hopefully when they talk about it again, they do something different, because it's just kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It hampers the NCS's opportunity to win state championships, because your six of your best teams that would be in other brackets don't get to go to NorCal.
You're losing some of your best teams, which is exactly what happens down south too.
Yeah. Newman takes a timeout.
You look at the Division I bracket down south, and you've got the who's who of football.
Yep.
You've got probably 3 or 4 nationally ranked top 10 or 15 teams. You know, you've got Centennial, you've got all the Trinity League teams, Bosco, Santa Margarita, Orange Lutheran, Mater Dei, everybody down there. That, again, way better than any teams up here. And they lose all of them but one.
Here's the Max Preps ranking right now, which is the end-all be-all. And you see Marin Catholic's in the 5-hole right now. Acalanes plays, I believe, Clayton Valley Charter, who upset Campolindo last night. And a lot of people are saying, hey, what's the incentive for the 6, 7, and 8 teams to win their last couple games? Maybe they don't want to put their best foot forward in order to get out of that position.
This system there's a disincentive to play a schedule like Marin Catholic played, to play good teams, and it's actually it's a disincentive to beat good teams.
LT on a rollout, he's got the edge, and he heads out of bounds. That's why you look at what happened with St. Vincent last week, and Ukiah pulling off that huge upset. Not the worst thing that could have happened to St. Vincent, because they were knocking on the D1 open door.
Now that, because they beat Rancho, they go out and win their league and then go far into a second. They get bumped up into the ADOBE League.
Yeah, right.
And after this year, they lose a stellar quarterback, they lose a stellar running back, and they don't have a lot of success right now in their JV team. So how would they, a bad, St. Vincent team, would get demolished in this league?
Yeah, and I kind of miss the old NBL, SCL. Was it all that bad? Was it all that wrong? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you had really good teams and really not so good teams, but that was part of the deal. Here comes Path looking for a first down, and I don't think he got it. It's going to be about a half a yard short, depending on the spot. 4th down.
Now, if you're Coach McManus, I think you put your heavy set in, you get the 4th down, you've got nothing to lose. Your defense is dominated.
They're going to punt.
Okay.
He's one of those coaches that does not like to take a lot of chances. He just doesn't want to give you any hope in a situation like this. Punt it, you try to go 80 yards on us. That's his theory, I believe, and it's worked so far for him. That's 7-1. Devin Bertoli, really nice kick, a knuckleball this time, and it angles out of bounds on the near side. Not great yardage, but kind of works.
Marin Catholic they got to stop. Can they get a first down in the second half?
St. Vincent beat Montgomery last night, 38-6. St. Helena over Willits, 21-7. Petaluma, 35. Tamalpais, 19. Creo, 35-20 over Ukiah. That one's
they're still going.
Getting a little more interesting.
Yes.
A lot of teams played last night, I guess, because of the Halloween and all that. Which may have, like you said earlier, may have made this crowd a little lesser. I'm shocked at the Marin Catholic crowd over there. I thought they would bring the whole family up here.
Yeah. Usually it's 3 deep around the rails of the stadium.
Screen pass. And read beautifully. Wow, nice hit by Jonah Bertoli. Mopped up by Levi Kohler. First time we've called Kohler's name tonight.
Seraphin is not getting up.
Uh-oh, now Seraphin is down. My goodness.
This is a big hit. Landed flat on his back. Take the wind right out of you.
Yeah, I don't think he saw. He was hit by Bertoli, but then Kohler kind of came out of nowhere and mopped it up. And I think it was that blindside hit that kind of affected him. We'll step aside real quick.
Let me help you. Let me help you.
Let me help you.
Thank you. Let me help you.
Let me help you. Let me help you. Thank you.
Check in with the standings. We showed these in the open as well. Newman 7-1, 3-0. Marin Catholic 4-4, 3-0. So the winner of this will be the ADOBE champ no matter what happens next week. San Marin with 2 losses. They knocked off Ranch. How about the fact that Ranch hasn't won a game? Oh my goodness, Ukiah's come all the way back and taken the lead. 43-42 Ukiah with 3:50 left. Wow. That's quite a game.
It's Cronin magic, Dave.
My
Seen
goodness.
it a million times. Seraphin's up on his feet. That's a good sign.
Yes. He's going to take a very slow walk back across.
It's been a physical football game.
We'll step aside one more time. The tackle, and he's gone on the very first play. Oh! Hey, there we are. Wave, everybody. The whole crew is up here. Cardinal Newman broadcasting class doing their thing, helping us out tonight. Appreciate it. Second down and long for Marin Catholic, under 50 seconds now. Here's a nice run. And that's going to be first down yardage. Kyle Conroy.
Conroy only carry.
King Pitts ran that thing down from the backside tackle position.
Pushed out.
The kid can move. Can we see that again?
You know what? I was a little late on the replay. Well, we can kind of see him coming here. Yeah, we got him. He'll be kind of in the middle of your screen.
Yeah, he came from the opposite side they ran and got a piece of that tackle at the end.
First down, Marin Catholic. Their first down of the second half.
Yeah. There he is.
And there's King Pitts making a tackle again.
He uses his hands so well.
There, brought down.
Also in on that tackle was Dylan Webb, he's got to be in double figures. And oh my goodness, another Marin Catholic player down. And this is Skrinner, their quarterback.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness.
And he's a sophomore. A good, talented kid. Can you imagine, you have LT who's a sophomore, Skriner's a sophomore. You've got all these underclassmen on both teams.
Yeah.
The battles that are going to be had next year and the year after.
Yeah.
This is a great rivalry up here. And I love that they're in the same league now. How they got there and how it's all transpired and lives and breathes the way it is now. I'm not all for, but having them in the league makes for a good league.
All right, we'll step aside. Hope this young man is okay when we come back.
The smallest of buildings to the largest. The simplest to the most detailed and everything in between. Crandall Roofing is the company for your next roofing job. New roof construction, re-roof, flat or sloped, commercial or residential, Crandall Roofing does it all. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to crandallroofing.com for more information. Crandall Roofing has you covered.
See why he's being recruited. The way he moves his hands when he's pass rushing, his feet don't stop. It's next level. Really, you see why he's getting recruited, and it's so highly.
Talking about King Pitts.
Yes.
Another injury. We'll step aside.
Let me help you. Let me help you.
Let me help you.
Thank you. Let me help you.
Let me help you. Let me help you. Thank you.
From the smallest of buildings to the largest, the simplest to the most detailed and everything in between, Crandall Roofing is the company for your next roofing job. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to crandallroofing.com for more information. Crandall Roofing has you covered.
High school sports are one of the things that make living in California so great.
But sometimes the behavior in the stands can overshadow our achievements on the field.
I love it when my parents show up for me.
But being booed for missing a play can be crushing.
And remember that refs are people too.
They're trying their best to call a fair and correct game.
No one should feel insulted or ashamed
because of their race, ethnicity, or gender.
We should be able to hold our heads high after the match, win or lose.
Here we go.
Well, I mean, they're only 25 ahead, so.
Yeah, they're kind of running out the clock here for some reason in this quarter. I think Marin Catholic, because of the injuries, etc., has said, let's go ahead and have a little bit of a running clock right now because we're getting a little low on players, perhaps. I don't know. Wow, that's tough. So, 3 quarters of play in the books. A couple of horrible injuries for Marin Catholic. Got a feel for them.
Yeah.
Hopefully those young men are okay, but it doesn't look good right now. And we'll step aside and be back with the start of the final 12 minutes. We may have a running clock in this quarter as well. I don't know.
Smallest of buildings to the largest, the simplest to the most detailed and everything in between. Crandall Roofing is the company for your next roofing job. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to crandallroofing.com for more information. Crandall Roofing has you covered.
Here we go. Start of the fourth quarter.
There's King Pitts.
King Pitts
making the
a
play.
Yep.
Tigers with the carry. Drop for loss on the play.
So who's at quarterback now?
Loss of 1 yard.
We're going down to the third string. This is Ian McCauley now at quarterback.
Third and 11.
And Marin Catholic's just going to try to let this clock tick away. Feel bad for Ozzie and squad. You know, high hopes coming into tonight, and it's just been a already banged up. And then Newman was so physical and fired up tonight. It was just really not a good night to be playing Newman with LT back and King Pitts becoming eligible. I think everybody on the Newman side was just super confident and excited. Yeah.
Yes. This is your worst nightmare if you're Marin Catholic coach, because you're going in banged up just as the other team's getting healthy and getting good players back, and they're fired up, and things just the physical scale is definitely tilted on the Newman side, and they've proved it, and they've worn this Wildcat team out physically.
Yeah, really one of the most physical games I've seen from a Newman team in the last 4 or 5 years, for sure.
For sure.
Punt, Cordell's back. Almost hit Kayvon in the back. Penalty marker down. Kayvon was tangled up there with his guy, and officials may want to just sort of put the flags away here for the rest of this.
Flag on the play.
You can see we've got it right here. He was trying to block. He didn't know where the ball was. I don't know what they called here.
They're going to call a holding, but there's no holding.
The guy was falling down, and he just kind of.
This is what you call officiating the score and not the game.
That'll be enforced at the end of the kick. First down.
Not how it should be, but that's how it happens
That's
sometimes.
an oopsie. Yeah, especially you read the room, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to run the clock out here.
Everybody's okay with the outcome of the game. Let's keep people safe and move the clock along.
26.
First down, Newman.
First and 10, Newman.
LT looking to throw, and he's going to let one go deep. Nobody out there. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, almost intercepted.
Wow.
Good news is Seraphin's
back
in the game.
out there. That's a good sign. And he had the ball in his hands. He tried to pass it to his partner.
I thought he had it.
LT lets this ball go about 50 yards in the air. And he has it, says, I can't catch it, you catch it. No, I don't want it either.
Oh, my goodness, so close. That was Conroy that almost came up with that.
That was amazing. How about the arm strength there on our sophomore quarterback?
Three receivers to the far side for Newman. Path on the ground. And Path dives forward to the 39-yard line, a couple yards short of the first down. Path racking up some yardage. Don't have any official stats. I used to be able to keep stats for myself, but I didn't have to run the whole production.
Yeah.
You know, it was a little different back in the day.
You get your hands full.
34-yard line, finally tackled by number 44, Tucker Brock. Third down.
Third and a couple now for Newman. Getting that clock rolling again. Brody Estrella, and he's got a first down. Brody's had a nice night running the football.
He's had a really good night. I mean, if you took the numbers off the jerseys, I mean, looking out there, him and Path almost look like the same body.
Number 97, Elliott Kim there on the tackle. First and 10.
And now we've got a little clock momentum. First and 10 at the 40 for Newman. Brody again, great blocking on the right side. And he picks up about 5 yards. Tight end, Matai Fagata with a really nice seal block on that right side.
Yep.
Game pushed out by number 97, Elliott Kim. Before Escola gets that ball just past the 46-yard line. They'll bring up second down, 2nd and 4 for Newman.
Nice pickup of 6 yards that time, and now Path is back in. They're just switching off one and then the other.
Yeah.
Path straight ahead. Gets about a yard.
Path of the carry.
Nice defensive play right in the middle there by Luke Chigas.
Chigas and Vince Tarantino, one of their best D linemen.
3rd down.
And 3rd and a couple now for Newman. Under 8 minutes to go. LT is going to keep. He's got a first down. And he steps out at the 44-yard line. That's been an effective play for them.
Yeah, the +1's always nice. Not sure if they need it here. Yeah, we're going strong. Going to the tight end side. Let's go. Pull the guard. There we go.
Strella got a nice block.
Almost like the old single wing.
Castleberry brothers are smiling. Some more on that mention.
Oh, yeah.
Man in motion, that's Zion Cargill. Brody slips a tackle. Brody's got first down yardage to the 32-yard line.
Strong run. Strong run.
Yeah, he's such a good back. Just a tough guy.
He's got great balance. Look at good blocking up front. Look at that. Number 55 getting after people. You gotta love it.
Rarely does the first guy that hit him bring him down. Rarely.
No, and you love to see the offensive linemen 3 steps down the field with their chest still pointed at the goal line. You know things are going your way when that's happening. You don't see the backs of the linemen facing their own goal or the goal line they're headed to.
Another first down for Newman.
Don't be pushing me out yet. See you, Marty.
And Brody again straight ahead.
Zone play. Look at the push.
Wow.
The push that Newman's getting up front. They're just resetting the entire line of scrimmage. You can see that whole front just being forced back 3 yards.
Brody down to the 20-yard line. And Newman is now in the red zone. 1st and 10.
Exactly.
Clock rolling. It's Big Tom Carroll smiling, offensive line coach.
Big Tom.
He is big, isn't he?
He's a huge human being. Great dude.
Used to love watching the Rattlers play, you know, when they had Albert Higgs and Tom and those guys. That was cool stuff.
That's where I first met Thomas Carroll. He was actually playing. It was quite.
Yeah, some of those guys were getting up there in age, and they were still, playing pretty darn good football.
Yes, sir. Albert's my age. He was still running around back then. It's like crazy. I played against Albert back in our high school days.
Ball start, offense, 5 yards, still first down.
I'll move Newman back 5 yards. We're down to 6:05 to go. Not much drama late in this one. I kind of thought we'd have one of those fantastic finishes. Might come down to a kick or something,
I did too. These games never look like this on the scoreboard. Never.
51 points. Whoever had the over, they got it. They won that one tonight.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Newman with a 1st and 15 now. Path back in the backfield. 3 receivers to the far side.
Marin Catholic showing blitz.
And LT is going to keep and lose a yard. There's a penalty marker down.
Ball here.
Flag on the play. Red Mosa with the keeper.
Hold it. Offense. 10 yards from the spot of foul. No first down.
That's going to move Newman back a little bit. Next week, Newman plays Vintage. The Crushers will be here. That was a good game last year between these two. It'll be senior night for Newman. We'll have the broadcast for you. And then week after that, it's playoff time.
Yeah, playoffs are here. Exciting time of year.
They are.
Let's just let's stay healthy, move on. And Vintage has been kind of hot and cold.
Yeah, they have. Good pressure. Pass is caught by Matai Fagata, the tight end. He doesn't want to go down. Wow, and he gets down to about the 17-yard line. Nice pickup.
Everywhere you turn on this Newman team, they have determined, strong guys. Their athletes are just strong and athletic everywhere. Even the guys like Fagata who don't play the ball as far as getting the ball.
2nd and 7.
Got a lot of that yardage back. Creo ended up winning 50-43 over Ukiah.
That's
a
shocker. A little bit of shocker.
Especially because Ukiah came back and took the lead. That's 93 points on the board there tonight.
Yes.
That's a shootout.
Wow.
What happened to Ukiah's defense after last week?
That's the big question.
Here comes Path, weaving his way through Wildcats, and I think he's going to have a first down inside the 10-yard line.
That's amazing. It was first and 17 or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, and Ukiah just got back the best player on offense or on defense. Ukiah's defense looked like $1 million, but when you play Korea, you have to play assignment football. And if you get your assignment wrong, you can go big holes in there for Korea to run the ball through.
Here's Path, close.
Path on the carry. Malkai gets that ball down the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down, 8 goals to go.
Do we have our big guys in, or we got the heavy package?
Jumbo? No.
No, sir.
No jumbo. Just going to play it straight here.
Dang, I like the jumbo package. I like the big guys in the backfield.
And there's Brody to the house. Touchdown, Newman. Methodical drive.
Tells you all you need to know right there.
Yep.
Newman was outnumbered in the box, and they walked in. Almost untouched.
Here's Path on the play before. Nice blocking.
Good block. On the scoring play, they went 0 coverage, put everybody in the box. They still barely put up a struggle to stop the runner.
And here's the touchdown.
Did you see that? Do we agree? Okay, give his ball. Because you were asking, and I can never remember. I'm not.
Yeah, that's
great blocking.
That's a tired defense right there.
And the kick is good. Devin Taylor has been perfect tonight on his kick. And do we have a penalty on the extra point? Tell me we don't. Please tell me we don't. Let's assess that on the kick, please. Here's another look at the touchdown.
There you go. Everybody's selling out. And if you watch the defensive linemen, a lot of straight up and down bodies. Watch it in the backfield. They're just tired. It's been maybe never have I seen a Marin Catholic team physically get this dominated and get this beat up.
Did not see this coming. And there was a personal foul, so Devin Taylor is going to get to kick this from like the 50.
Yeah. So you look at their sidelines, they normally have a full sideline of players. And, 50 kids on their team, and it doesn't look like they have quite the numbers that they normally have, which is unfortunately fairly common these days.
Yeah, Devin Taylor's going to get to kick this from the What a statement Newman is making here tonight. 45-13.
It is a dominant win. And, you look back and go, hey, they missed their best player, on offense and defense. They're, Geisberger. Great player, because does he make a difference when you get beat by 30-something points?
Yeah.
I don't think it changes the game.
No, not that much.
No.
And here's the thing. Now, there he's going to kick it right through the uprights. See, I told you he could kick a 55-yard field goal. That's a 55-yarder right through him. Now, if you look at the Max Preps does their algorithm, nobody really knows what it is, but we know it really doesn't take into account head-to-head. If you look at common opponent, Newman has now knocked off Marin Catholic by more than Pittsburgh did.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't that move Newman ahead of Pittsburgh in the power rankings?
What it should do and what it does do is anybody's guess.
But therein lies the problem. We don't have an exact, that algorithm isn't up front. Nobody really knows what it is. I've heard a lot of coaches ask about it because they'd like to know. Do I want to score a couple more touchdowns in this game, or do I want to schedule tougher opponents, or do I not want to? They don't know. It's just nobody knows.
Yeah, and what you throw in the Manteca common opponent.
Yeah, right.
But
that's a different one. Yeah.
But then you throw in it's week one, and a lot of week one scores you can throw out.
It's kind of irrelevant. Yeah.
Week one in high school football, you never know what you're going to get, and you can be a different team by week 2 or 3.
Yeah, and it's funny though, if you think back in the early 2000s, you used to schedule a team that you thought you might have to have a head-to-head over late in the season at the end of the year, right?
Yes, we used to play
Central Catholic. Yeah, because you knew that was going to be the matchup.
That was, in those days it was a BCS choice.
Sorry.
So it was a playoff game because we were always ranked number 1, or they were ranked number 1, and the other team was ranked number 2, and whoever wins that game basically gets picked to go to the state title game.
Right.
So it was crazy because you opened the season with a playoff game.
Right, but you knew.
You knew it.
You knew. Now you don't know.
You don't know anything.
Idea.
You don't know
bracket
anything
you're going to be in. You don't know who you're going to be playing. You don't know nothing.
You knew we were in the same division, and this is the team.
And you could schedule for it.
Yep.
Those were the days, right?
Yeah, and they were outside of your section.
Palma, you used to play Palma.
And Palma, and oh man, we had some head knockers. There were years we played Del Oro, Central Catholic, and Palma all back to back to back. We play Del Oro, Central Catholic, and Valley Christian.
Man, oh man!
It was crazy.
Third down. Newman stops the run again. Vitoy making the play right there.
Conroy is the carrier.
And Marin Catholic will have to punt, but we're under a minute to go.
Well, this game sent a message across the NCS for sure. Newman is strong and healthy again, and only getting better.
Yeah.
And Marin Catholic is beaten down and injured. And, kind of going the other way.
roller. They're just going to let this roll, let the clock tick. We're down under
And in
15 seconds to go.
My memory of this rivalry goes back probably 30 years or more, and I can never remember a score being this lopsided.
For
Either way.
Yeah, either way.
So, historical score in this rivalry that has been a great rivalry for decades and decades. Surprising to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Hats off to Cardinal Newman and the coaching staff for getting this team ready to play. They've been through a lot this year. You know, it's been kind of crazy. LT getting hurt, guys not being eligible to play, and the wonderment that goes around all that, a new coach, you know, and it's just it's pretty impressive.
It's coming together, and, you know, it's cliche, but they honestly played the new term is complementary football. They dominated in all three phases, and the good thing, you know, that most people don't notice, that I noticed, is their special teams were outstanding today. And those are the things that win you games in the playoffs and championship games, is not making mistakes and being better on special teams when the big games and when it matters most. So, really impressive win. Really impressive on every phase.
And this one is a final, 45-13. One of the most impressive victories late in the season that I've seen in recent years.
Did not see that coming.
No.
We'll be looking forward to seeing you next Friday night as the Vintage Crushers come into town.
Vintage Crushers will be here next week to take on Cardinal Newman.
And once again,
they're a smash mouth team. I don't know how well they're going to fare against this impressive Cardinal Newman front, but that's a tall task that Vintage has to figure out.
In their field. Congratulations to them.
All right, time now to check in with Hugo and our player of the game interview.
Hugo Traverso steady here with our player of the game, Dylan Webb. Dylan, you were all over the field on defense tonight. You guys dominated. I mean, it's shown by the scoreboard, 45-13, big victory over Marin Catholic. How does it feel?
It feels great, man. Obviously, this is like the biggest rival we play. So just to be able to beat them in like the big atmosphere of Halloween and at home in front of everyone, it just feels great. And like in spectacular fashion too. So it was a great game.
Well, yeah, incredible game. Tell me a little bit about that defensive success. What were the keys to that big victory?
Well, we had a few big changes. King came back. He got eligible. I came back from injury, and we really just wanted it. I mean, there's like a deep rivalry between us and Marin Catholic, so it just really came down to like our pursuit and how much we wanted it.
Well, tell me about that injury. You suffered from appendicitis, had to get your appendix removed, and you come back and you have a big entrance at the home front. You guys get the win over Marin Catholic. Tell me about how that injury motivated you, and tell me about that comeback.
I mean, it was just terrible after surgery. You're sitting on the sideline, so I just wanted it bad just to come back. I came back in a new position, learned everything, and just came back strong. We were all good.
Well, senior night next week, your last regular season game right here on Ed Lloyd Field. Big senior presence on this squad, including yourself. You know, is there anything you and the rest of the seniors are going to do to make that night even more special than it already is?
We're just going to play for each other. I mean, most of the seniors, we play POW together. We've been boys since like 5th grade, so we're just going to play for each other and just play for the whole team, not make it just about the seniors, but about the whole team and the whole community.
All right, well, congratulations, Dylan. Great game. Wishing you the best of luck next week.
Appreciate it.
Taken back by, you know, the improvement that Newman's shown over the course of from week one, losing LT, getting the new coaches and getting them on board, and you know, getting a new player and getting LT back tonight. The offense looks a lot more lubricated and well established. The defense looks really amazing and physical. Holy smokes, they're physical on both sides of the ball. And,
there's your final score.
Yeah. Good grief.
45-13. Tony Saiz, thank you so much for being here tonight. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And for our director, Miguel, Hugo, Traverso, and all of us here at YSN 360.
This is my last podcast. That's probably not my last podcast with you. So.
I'll see you down there. I'll see you.
Yes, of course. Basketball. Basketball, baseball. It's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I gotta go run these up.
Don't get so
It shows just how tough we are now. First game against Manteca. I got injured and I've been out the whole time, but coming back. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. And I'll be back.